All right. Welcome back to D&D to
Check,
Check Please. Last time, the party had traveled from Fuchsdorf Castle to the Holy City, where they met with a couple of different people, one of them being the High Priest of Symphonia, Biff. Where Sol and Biff kind of had one last little song together.
Last?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Why would you say that?
You didn't hear?
What?
Gone but never forgotten.
Reese's and Pieces, Biff.
Yeah, so I believe that pretty much covers everything you guys did. You just traveled from Fuchsdorf Castle to the Holy City, you talked to some people in the Holy City, and...
May I interject?
Please do.
Vera now officially has a place for the hive in the Holy City.
Yeah.
True, yeah, that's right. Vera did purchase a block of territory to turn into a shelter/temple in the city.
Sol also invented rock and roll, possibly punk rock.
Yeah, Sol and Biff put on what is possibly the first rock concert.
Also, the Council of Sol happened very early on.
Yeah, that was where this session started, the Council of Sol, where Sol came to a decision, and I guess, spoiler alert, between sessions, there was a yes please, and some things happened. So we'll be picking up after that. So I believe we're going to pull up the Holy City map.
Most importantly, Nessa invented the mosh pit.
That's true.
That's true.
That's true. That is true.
Though I feel like we're missing the fact that we went to the Holy City, I think, with the sole purpose of getting our weapons blessed.
That's not important.
Damage against devil kind.
Yeah, so that your weapons would work against devils, because you're trying to hunt down where Glarv has fled to, and to put an end to him once and for all. So we pick up. It is the morning of Monday, March 4th, 763 of the Third Era, and the party has... Where did y'all bed down for the night?
Oh, we went to a inn.
The Vicky Pilgrim.
The Vicky Pilgrim. Okay.
I am not in that room.
You're not in... Oh, that's right.
I'm not in your guys' room anymore.
So, yeah, Vera gets up off of the floor. Does anyone know where Sol went?
Why would they know that?
I don't know. I assume that they may have told someone.
It wouldn't be me.
Oh, certainly not me.
I really don't want to pass up the opportunity to ask, just for visual sake, how is the bedding situation? I just imagine that Vera is face down on the ground, and then Lovette, Petravian, and Nessa are all just crammed into the bed,
No, there were like
shoulder
4
to
beds
shoulder.
in the room, if I remember correctly.
Oh, thank goodness.
Sol's bed is just empty with the blankets all messed up.
Oh, where was Karis?
Oh yeah, where's Karis? Did we have 6? Oh yeah. I forgot about
They're both, never mind, they're both in the cart.
They're both in the cart anyways. We never got them technically after we were done doing Vera's thing.
They're in the cart. They're in the carriage. It's fine.
Thank you.
I don't want to ride inside the carriage anymore.
Oh, they've fucked in there several times.
Yeah, I was going to say, that
guys.
thing has been tainted for a long time.
Good point.
Well, Vera will get out of the room and start looking for Sol. Is Sol anywhere not inside of a room?
It's a good question, Beardy. And I don't even know if Gro slept, so I need that answer first.
Gro slept, yeah.
Sleep either.
Gotcha. So he's probably up by this time then.
I mean, it depends on how late you're up, but yeah, sure.
Well, that's true. Okay, if he's still sleeping, Sol's gonna leave a note for him saying they went for a walk, because after cuddling someone to sleep, it's like, well, I don't sleep anymore, so I guess I'll walk. What else is there to do? So Sol's probably actually at the amphitheater.
So what are the people that are in the room doing?
Petravian is prepping his spells for the day and getting suited up.
Nessa's getting dressed.
I'm going to also, as soon as Lovette's dressed, she'll be investigating for Sol as well.
Which I assume we will assume that they went to the amphitheater, because that's the only place we know Sol goes.
It's true, there's no one else where else in this city I would go.
Alright, so the party gets their things together and travels over to the main amphitheater, the Temple of Symphonia in the city. And there they will find a number of bards gathered, producing music and beauty to worship their patron goddess.
Or chill out and have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Do we see Sol?
I would assume so. Sol's kind of stands out normally anyways.
Yeah.
Especially since you know them. But I would like to think that Sol is up on stage again, just singing along with people, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
Vera will wave over to Sol.
Sol will look over, put their index finger up as a 1 second. They'll finish the set, and then they'll hop off and come over to you guys. Oh, you're finally awake. Thank goodness.
I mean, you know it takes us a while to...
I know, I just got really bored, so I came here. Thanks for finding me. You're the best.
So what is our plan?
How are you finding Gral?
That's a good question. Just a second. Let me think about that. Beardy.
Yep.
I want to focus in and find Glarv with my powers.
Okay, so you focus in and you feel that there's threads connecting you to other entities in the universe. And you can feel these threads out and you can kind of trace them back to where they originate from. They link you to pretty much everyone you've ever seen or talked to in the entire world. And you can, if you concentrate on them hard enough, you can trace them back to where they are currently. And you try to focus in on Glarv's thread, and it appears to be pulling you to the northeast. You follow along, and you can see a lake, and you see a river, and you see hills, and you see mountains. And that's pretty much it. And that's about it, yeah.
I guess I would assume it's Ostervik? That's the
Could
most rivery, lakey, but I guess there's not really mountains there. Huh. What the hell? Well, I mean, I guess there's Neenan? I don't know.
Anyway, it's pulling you in a general east-northeast direction.
So east of where I'm at?
Yes.
Okay, well, I guess I'd assume Ostervik currently.
Yeah.
Alright. Back to the party?
Yep.
Hi.
Hi.
So anyway, for the benefit of everyone else, Soul kind of thinks for a moment and then returns.
What do you mean returns?
Focus.
They close their eyes and then open them.
Oh, okay.
And this is just Lovette and Vera, right?
Yeah, Nessa kind of got bored and then wandered off, especially since we were waiting for Soul to finish their set, so
Man, you're not gonna find
Nessa-
it any more interesting where we're at.
Nessa just sort of wandered off and is like, I don't know, a couple paces away, but he's just sort of like bobbing along, half dancing to whatever current music is going on.
Well, I know we haven't been there yet, but I have a really good feeling that he might be near Ostervik.
What gives you that idea?
A gut feeling.
Hey, Beardy,
Yes.
what do I know about Ostervik?
Give me a knowledge local
Local?
or geography.
Okay, I don't have those. I was hoping for history.
Billish.
When you say Ostrovik, Vera's eye twitches.
What?
Hell is this?
It's like northeast.
Did we go through there? I don't remember.
No,
the
we've never
days.
been there.
What gives giving you this?
Like I said, a
Hunch.
gut feeling.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a gut feeling. Like what?
Where? In my gut? Like Soul puts
No,
their
that's
hand
not
on
what
this.
gut feelings work. They're just approximate calculations in your mind. Really quick ones, but they come from somewhere.
Okay,
I
my
don't.
gut.
I mean, what? It's just a random place. Should we send well?
So that they know we're coming?
No, I mean
Oh, yes. Then they can make a cheese platter.
have someone
Petravian?
to check or something. I don't know. I suppose it wouldn't be
Petravian lab.
too difficult to check.
He's definitely still stuck in Ville.
Why'd he be in Ostrovik?
Mm,
It's nothing that important there.
okay, well, I mean, I can't really agree with you since I've never been there. But you, on the other hand, seem to know. What's it like, Vera?
What do I know about Ostrovik?
You know that it's a moderately sized town. It's located on the shores of the Ost Lake. It's the easternmost city in Ville, and it is both a fishing and agricultural center. It's not really all that special or all that fantastical. It's not like a hugely wealthy place, but it is a area that is well enough off. The
I mean-
fish trade there is good.
I mean, unless Glarv was just very hungry for fish, there's no reason to go there.
Do you guys not
It's-
trust me?
It's not. It's just.
We're just wondering why
What have a
Ostrovik
plan.
seems like an odd choice.
If we can figure out what he's doing and why, we can. guess
What if
his
I told you
movements.
Ish knows where he is?
That where he's telling you to go?
No. Maybe I asked him. Would you believe me?
I don't know. Like
These things that happen. Yeah.
I'm not saying I don't believe you. It's just odd.
Yes.
Well, I don't know why he's there either.
Okay, we may want to find out before he gets there. I guess it is practically important. But I guess it's as good as anywhere. I'm nervous about your deadline, but I suppose we might.
I'm not.
Have you
Oh, by the
decided
way,
something?
Gro's here now.
Well, I thought he was.
No, he teleported here very last night.
Does that mean your mother is that more tempered?
Probably not. Actually, she's probably furious right now.
You're being very vague compared to usual thought.
And you're being very prodding.
Well, it's not new.
Well, it's not like I know where he is. So if we must go to Ostrovik, that's fine.
Alright, let's get all ready today and then head on the road pretty soon. I'm gonna go wake up Gro, I think.
Do you need anything from us?
No, just get the cart ready. Maybe knock on the cart before you open it. Karis and Burr might be inside the carriage, so...
I mean, they're normally in the carriage.
This is true, but I'd like you to knock so that, just in case.
I mean, it's our carriage, isn't it?
Vera,
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you something that you might think is gross. Sometimes maybe Burr and Karis cuddle a lot in there.
So?
Okay, maybe more than cuddling.
Why did they have to do it in the cart?
I don't know, because it's inconvenient to do it in the same area as you guys.
There's other inns.
Look, I don't know what they do with their lives. One of them's a dragon, for goodness sakes.
They've only known each
Yeah,
other for,
that kind of makes it even more complicated.
Well, like,
This
listen.
girl is not very young.
She is. And he's, like, the same age as me, pretty much.
Nessa saunters over and he just sort of chimes and he's like, isn't there a beehive that's constantly in the cart?
They're safe from it. They know not to attack there, I think.
Who attack?
It should be safe.
If they're not observant, it's their own fault. But, again, just knock before you enter the carriage, okay?
Yeah, I suppose it is very good.
Alright, I'll be back with you guys in a little bit. I just gotta make sure Gro's in a safe spot before we head out. I don't think he's gonna endure going against Glarv anytime soon. He's a soft boy. So, I'll be back in a bit. Soul skips off.
I turn to Nessa. So, Nessa,
Yes.
we're going to be heading over to Ostrovik. Might find Glarv there, apparently. Are you still in with trying to help us get rid of him?
Sure.
That's good. Hopefully he will not be some ghost material this time.
Oh, that guy.
Yes, he was definitely supposed to die last time, but he's a sack of shit.
Yeah, it didn't really work. It was like a crazy stunt that this double just took the bluff out.
I do believe the term is tease.
He's the bluffer?
No, he was a tease. He came and then left without fighting us.
That is what they
Fucking
say.
asshole.
I'm really glad that you and Callis did not work out after what you just said. I mean, sorry. I understand. I'm scared for you. But what?
I was looking forward to kicking his ass.
Oh, will you kick his ass?
It won't be an easy fight, I'm sure.
No, we might all die doing it. Give him an ass kicking while remembering.
We're not going to die. That'd be counterproductive for the hive.
I mean, hey, you shouldn't just assume that. Like, we're not really sure what the odds are. Like, now we don't know he's capable of.
I wouldn't go in if I knew I couldn't win. If
Well,
it wasn't
you
a
never
possibility.
know. You never know. So you can win. There's also unknown factors, but unknown factors aside, we of course have the weapon and all that. We are as prepared as we can be.
Vera just keeps on looking more and more unsettled as the conversation about us potentially dying from this goes on.
Nessa also looks a bit unsettled because he doesn't, as I've mentioned before, barely understands who Glarv is, and he doesn't entirely take it too seriously. That's kind of why he's so like, yeah, sure, I'll tag along.
Like, all you've seen is this guy who is just some prick.
Who sent
We
a bunch
also
of
went
devils
to-
after us?
We did go to the most adorable little castle,
Thank you.
Fuck dwarf.
and
Wow, twice
I mean,
in the same
granted, the
episode.
devils are really bad.
Also, Nessa, did you get any blessings on your weapons or anything?
I didn't really have enough money.
Who do you play to?
He thinks he's like, I don't.
Well, yeah. Okay, me neither, but you got to pick a favorite. Oh dear,
I motion around. I mean, I guess sometimes I pray to Symphonia.
Oh, okay. Yeah, take two of these. I'm gonna give him two of the oils.
Okay.
You pour these into your ammunition, into where you keep it. I have these cartridges for this. I can show you how to build these, but and it will bless the bolts for about a minute for rounds.
As you were saying that, it's probably a good thing that you mentioned that it was for his weapons, because Nessa looks like he's about to drink it, and then you say weapons, and he's like, "Oh,
It is
records
do not drink that.
Probably
You will
not.
be very sick, and it is very expensive. You will have to pay me back.
If I
If it goes
don't."
well, you use a collectors in the events, and that you pay me by hopeless not dying.
I can do that.
What is Soul doing?
Soul, you go and you find Gro is awake from his meditations, and he's pretty much packed up everything, and he's waiting in the downstairs part of that inn.
Good morning.
Good morning. How did you not sleep?
Well, I cuddled you till you started naturally meditating, and then I walked to the amphitheater and sang.
All night? Well, morning, I guess.
Pretty much.
And you're not tired at all?
Do I feel tired?
No.
No.
Interesting. Well, all right. I'm ready to go if you are.
Oh, you wanted to come with us?
I mean, should I not?
Well, I don't know, last time you fought alongside of us in the Steam Isle, you kind of got a little bushwhacked.
That was a bit of a difficult day. I'll leave it up to you then.
I want you to be safe. I don't really want Mom coming after you while I'm away. So I guess technically next to me is the safest you can be. But if there's any sign of trouble and you think you're gonna get hurt, I need you to teleport somewhere else, okay?
Alright, I can do that.
Then you are welcome to join us.
He smiles. Alright.
And Sol will lead him back to the carriage then.
Right. And I assume that we will have moved over to the carriage as well.
Nessa taps on the door and he says, "Housekeeping!"
Given recent information, I'm going to travel by Archie. Or recent, revelation, I should say.
Like you'll be riding on Archie?
Yeah, I'll have him carry me and fly by the cart.
Is there a response to my inquiry?
Your inquiry is responded to by, "Oh, come in."
I crack the door, I say, "Are you decent?"
Uh-oh.
Burr and Karis are both sitting crisscross applesauce in the floor of the carriage with some books and papers strewn out between them, and they're both kind of looking at you like you're crazy.
Nessa is crazy. He
Yes.
swings open the door and...
I think we're decent. Why? Is everything alright?
Oh yeah, it's fine. We're heading out,
Oh,
I think.
alright. Karis starts to gather up the books and papers. We'll continue this next time, okay? Burr will nod and then take a seat.
Did I get a glance at what those books were?
Make a perception check.
Perception is a 21.
Nice.
Okay.
Dang.
You get a look at some of the papers as Karis is scooping them up, and they appear to be a lot of... You're not sure, but you see, math. You see math equations on some of them. A lot of, blocks of numbers. You're not really sure what they are.
God, Nessa sucks at math. He's like, "What's that?" He basically puts his nose to the paper.
Oh, okay, you're actually gonna,
Yes.
Yeah, he gets him to get a
Oh,
better
okay.
look at it, comical.
Gotcha.
So he basically gets really close to the paper. He's like, "What's this?"
Oh, it's sort of silly. I was doing some math with...
Did somebody say math?
Kara seems... Are they, embarrassed? That's what I'm getting from the voice.
Yeah, she's a bit embarrassed. She, tucks the sheets of paper into some books and says she was just working on some math. They were trying to figure some things out.
Nessa starts blabbering about how he sucks at math and
Nice.
he barely knows how to add the cost of 2 drinks together, even though he worked at a tavern. Actually, he didn't really have to do the finances, so that was fine.
Karis will nod along politely.
Yeah,
Am
but
I in
again,
earshot of this?
Nessa's just blabbering.
Would you like to be in earshot of this?
Yeah.
Then yes.
Did somebody say something about math?
Oh, hi, Lovette.
What are you working on?
Oh, I was just working on some equations with her.
What kind of equations? What are you trying to calculate? If you don't mind me asking, if it's plotted
Oh.
by the sun.
It's not really anything you need to worry about.
It's not a worry. It's just something to keep my mind off of things.
Huh.
No, it's alright. You're right. I don't want you to worry.
Can I have walked back by now?
Sure.
Yeah, Nessa, he basically is sticking out as far much from the cart without falling out, but it's very precarious, and he's waving. He's like, "Hi!"
Hi there.
Oh.
Seem awfully energetic.
Girl, this is our new friend Nessa. He just randomly decided to work with us at some point.
Well,
Yeah,
it's a
I
pleasure
was
to make your
walking-
acquaintance, Nessa. He
Nice
holds out a
meeting
hand.
Oh, I shake his hand.
So, what's a satyr doing all the way out in Ville?
Well, I lived in the Iron Mountains, and I wanted a change of scenery, so headed north, and then I saw this cart with the giant moose, and I point at Chisel, and then they shot at me, and now I'm here because adventure.
He's going to ask you about the Iron Mountains, and he asks what town you were from.
I'm from Magdral.
Magdaral? Ah.
Uh-huh.
Are the Ironbelly clan still active out there?
Ooh, do I know that?
Make a knowledge local check if you have it.
Those good old Iron Bellies. Always up to no good. Ba-boom.
Yeah,
I
13.
know a little bit about the Iron Bellies.
Yeah, you remember a bit about. You can relay some stories of Magdaral if you'd like. But anyway, Gro is going to basically ask you a couple of questions, and they're questions that are indicative of someone who is somewhat familiar with the region.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
So he'll ask you about a specific people and places in town. He's gonna ask you how if such and such is still the local magistrate, things like that.
Poor Gro is about to learn that Nessa talks too much. So, yeah, Nessa will blabber away and answer all of his questions, possibly inaccurately and with half-truths.
He happily listens along and asks more questions as you go.
Nice. I'm curious, do you know the Iron Mountains?
Oh, no, not at all.
You seem like you've been there before.
No, not at all. I've just read a lot of books, that's all.
He reads a lot.
Did Grow pick up on at all Nessa saying that we shot at him?
Ooh, I don't think so.
Okay. Nessa said that we shot at him.
Yeah, it's true.
I was wondering if he picked up on that.
Oh, it's a similar story with this guy, right?
Yeah.
So was that relayed to Grow?
Yes. That was...
Yes.
Yeah, Nessa said that.
Nessa's introduction.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
did say that.
In that case, Grow's going to be like, "Oh, yeah, they tend to do that when they first meet people." He pats himself on like this with his left arm, kind of just above his stomach.
Well, that goes
Ouch.
sheet red.
Yeah,
I guess
they
I'm
do that
gonna-
when they meet
I
people
was ve-
sometimes.
I was very lucky that she missed, and I gestured to Lovette.
She didn't
4
miss
times.
for me. 4 times? Lovette, your aim must be off.
I kind of just like playfully tap Lovette on the arm, just like, haha.
Wait, so he's kind of running out of partners for me to shoot at, so I'm running out of practice.
Whoa. Why don't you shoot at them anymore?
It's a joke. It's just a
Oh.
joke.
I mean, I gotta say, I'm a little jealous. The other partners never had to be shot at by you. But then
Oh.
again, I guess Vera did cut Siva with a scythe, so I guess that counts, right?
It was part
now
of
someone-
our mission.
So now someone just needs to attack Alec, and everything will be okay.
Girl.
What? I'm only joking.
What do you mean that I'm
He
being
winks.
taken care of back at the fort? So
What now?
what? I didn't. What?
What? What do you mean?
What?
I just mean between. Oh, maybe I missed
Look,
this.
I don't think Alec and Siva actually had a fight. I'm sure they had a realistic
Sorry.
conversation.
So
Vera laughs.
Grow also laughs.
Petravian's just going,
Those two definitely hate each other.
What?
So,
No, but
oh, passionate.
Look, it's not my place to say bad things about your choice of partners, but both of them don't really seem all that stable.
or that selfless, really.
well, I mean, they care about me. They wouldn't hurt each other because, you know, that would hurt me, right?
Vera gives Soul a look.
Nessa,
Sure.
Nessa, like myself, has an expression that is just sort of like, ugh, like, oh boy.
You don't think they actually hurt each other, right?
I'm gonna point to like where I shot Grow.
In a Hartenshin minute.
Just a second, I'm gonna call some people real quick. I'll be right back. And Soul turns and starts to walk away from the party.
I have
So,
backup strategy if he needs some.
so that castle, do you think it was flammable?
I
Ooh.
think so. Yes, because I was considering doing exactly that. Oh.
So, I have a question.
What?
When they first met Grow, they shot them. When they first met Nessa, they shot them. I feel kind of left out, actually.
I was kind of flushed on killing with friends for the day, so I kind of didn't feel like.
I mean, if you want, after we get out of the Holy City, we could do some target practice.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
If
Not
you
on
feel-
me!
you're asking for us to shoot at you?
No, I just sort of feel left out. I can't explain it, really.
I mean, I do have a lightning bolt prepared, so
Nessa,
if it'll make you feel better,
can I stealth
Maybe just a
behind
little
the
static
Petravian?
shock. I don't.
make a stealth check.
Just want to sneak up on him.
Petra, you came in at a really difficult time.
He sees you.
I was gonna poke him in the back with like one of my bolts, like very gently.
Nessa will playfully stab you with a bolt.
In the back.
Like finger guns.
Yeah, exactly.
So, you're
I'll
calling?
pull out my crossbow.
I'm letting you guys finish this first before I call anyone.
Why would you
Alec,
want?
want me to shoot you?
Why would you
Let's do
want
it.
someone to threaten you? Is that something as part of your culture or something?
No.
Explain so much.
It does explain a lot, actually.
Word is. Ooh, we
Well,
are
if it makes you feel any better, the rest of the world doesn't do that.
Wait, then, Petra, I do this as a plan.
Oh god! At point blank range!
Yeah.
In the city?
Shot.
Again.
We are. I think we're in the stable area, like the parking
Yeah, I
lot.
mean,
There's
I'm
not
like-
really any.
I'm not standing across the street and creating
Okay.
like a crossfire.
No,
I
that's fine. So, Lovette, you flap off a crossbow bolt at Petravian, and even though he's flat-footed, the bolt strikes him, but bounces off his armor. It harmlessly clatters to the ground.
Lovette!
You feel happy now?
I'm starting to like you.
What the hell? First of all, why are you not upset Secondly, Lovette, I'm disappointed.
Shoot him again!
This is what
Gro's
Vera's
gonna take a half step behind someone else just to get out of line of sight of Lovette.
I take a half step behind him.
I'll put the crossbow away.
Oh,
What?
Don't
Really?
worry. I mean, that's
What?
twice
Wait, what?
now.
Are you worried about the establishment all of a sudden?
listen, I have a temple here that I need to make sure nothing bad happens to. I don't want my
So not
name.
your part of the establishment, it is your friend.
Shit, Lovette, what are you doing?
What was that? What did you say?
Say it again, it's canon.
It is him, yeah. So now that you're part of the establishment, it's your friend.
The establishment is not my friend. The hive is what I live for. I'm not going to let anything happen to it.
I'm not
I
here
mean,
to
it doesn't have to be your enemy.
I'm not saying the entire, and Vera air quotes, establishment is doing wrong. I'm just saying a lot could be improved.
Well, I agree with you, Sarah. A lot certainly could.
Fucking establishment. Just muttering to herself as she's going to go onto the reins and just sit there.
I'm gonna have my call while you guys are finishing up your train wreck of a conversation.
Yeah.
Alright, so meanwhile, Soul steps away and does what?
Okay, so I know sending doesn't for Alec, so
Mhm.
I was wondering if I could make a mental connection with him, kind of bypass that, to in a way keep a conversation going, kind of similarly to what Ish did with me.
Sure, one moment. Okay, so you reach out with your mind and you connect with Alec.
Oh my god, this is so fucking awesome. Sorry. Alec?
You just sort of think about it and it's already there. It's almost as if this was extremely easy to do. Like he was right there all along. He was just right there.
Can I sense how close Alec is to me physically?
Yeah, he's in Fuchdorf Castle,
Okay.
but he's right there. You may as well reach out and touch him.
Wait, am I in Fushdark Castle?
I mean, you aren't, but at the same time, Alec is there.
Oh, okay. Alec?
Alec looks up from the table he's sitting at. Soul?
What are you still doing in the castle?
Oh, I was watching it like you asked me to.
But you said you were just putting down some barriers and then leaving on your job.
Yeah, I was. Things got a bit complicated.
What do you mean?
Well, there was an argument that happened.
What kind of argument, Alec?
Well, we were...
We as in you and Siva?
Yes, as in me and Siva. I was laying down some wards and alarms,
Yeah.
and Siva approached, and she was drunk,
What?
and she started demanding that I leave you alone, and, well, some things were said, and I take no responsibility, and,
Oh my God.
well,
Alec,
I'm
please tell me
staying-
my girlfriend is okay.
I mean, yes, she's fine.
Where is she?
She's on the other side of the castle, currently.
Have you split my castle in half, claiming one side of your own each?
Kind of. First of all, how? This is an ascending spell. What are you doing? How are you talking to me right now?
I'm very powerful now. Let's not get off the subject for
Wait,
what?
what?
Don't worry about it. We are currently on
What
a
do you
different
mean? You're
subject.
very powerful.
Look,
now.
I took
What-
the power
did
from
you-
Ish.
But I said we should run away together.
Yes, and Siva said I should just become the protector. But both of you only had options that were selfish for your own needs.
That wasn't selfish for my needs. Both of these people are trying to control you. My option was the only one that would have gotten you out of both of those situations.
Like I said at the end of the meeting, I understand everyone's point of view, and it was still my decision to make in the end.
But you think it was selfish for me to tell you to not be under anyone's control?
No, it was
How
the
is
way
that
you worded it,
selfish?
Alec.
I said we could run away together. I thought that was romantic and at the same time got my point across.
Look, I'm sorry. I've been under a lot of stress. However,
Don't be sorry. All right? I just need to know you're okay.
I'm fine. I'm actually better than okay. I'm great. Now, back to the subject of you and Siva. Splitting up my castle?
I mean, kind of. Mostly she's staying on one side and I'm staying on the other, and I've had to stay around to put down more wards and alarms because the ones I had put up were tripped by your partner there. So I'm trying to get this stuff worked out and fixed before I leave, and she's making it very difficult because sometimes I think she's tripping them on purpose. One time I even did leave, and they were tripped, and I came back to find out what happened, and sure enough, she had just tripped them, because of course she did. So,
Look, I know where Glarv is now. You technically don't have to stay there if you don't want to.
all right. So, where do you want me to be?
I thought you had a job to go back to. I didn't want to inconvenience you.
I understand. Just be careful, okay?
Yeah, wait, don't go. Well, I mean, you technically can't.
I mean, I don't know how to end this because we're just talking. I mean, I'm just talking into the air here in the middle of the...
That's true. I am the one who
dining
controls
room.
the situation. Anyways. Listen, Alec.
Okay.
Technically, as far as I know, this is undetectable for other people, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
It's better than ascending spells.
Well, I mean, the fact that we're just talking is already better than ascending spell.
It's true. I missed you.
I missed you. I wasn't sure how everything was going to go, and I'm honestly still worried.
Well, if anything changes, I'll let you know, okay?
I just want you to know from personal experience that taking power from a patron always has strings attached.
Are you talking about Matilda?
Yeah. Now, I took that power knowing full well what it would mean, and I accept what happened, and I accept what is to come. But I do that out of a sense of loyalty to my country. I don't know what Ish wants from you, so I worry, alright?
It'll be okay.
I hope so. I really do.
If not, I'll make a way so that it is okay. I'm too stubborn to give up.
I believe that. So, now that you're an all-powerful being, are you going to come and visit?
Oh, hell yeah. I just have to take care of a couple of things over here.
I mean, alright.
What?
Okay.
What, you meant
I mean,
right now?
Well, I figured an all-powerful being could just,
We're
do whatever
about
they
to
wanted,
head
right?
onto the road, Alec. I can't just swing by out of nowhere.
Oh, far be it from me. I thought the great and
Alec.
powerful soul could handle it.
Alec.
Never mind.
Alec!
What?
I'll try to call you later, but if you're on your job then, it'll be really hard for me to visit you.
I understand.
But I can, in fact, visit you wherever you are.
Really?
Yeah?
Interesting. You sure you can't pop over here even for a minute?
A minute becomes far more with you, and you know it.
He just smiles.
You're a brat.
Well, I imagine you'd be smiling if I could see you, so I'll take that as a win.
Can I give him an image of what I look like?
You can try, yeah.
Just like how to describe this? Kind of like a hologram almost? Can I try to do that?
Yeah, you can try to do that.
Okay, I try to do that.
Alright, there's an image of yourself that appears across the table from him, and it's mimicking exactly your stance and expression.
Nice! This is so cool.
Are you here? You just said you weren't going to come here.
Look, it's an image of me. We're still talking currently, aren't we?
He's going to hop over the table, and he's going to walk over to it, and he's going to try to touch it, and his hand's going to go through it. Oh, well. Alright, well, look. You're obviously very busy, what with your quest and new powers and all that, so I'll be around, I guess, whenever you call on me.
And don't be a stranger on your end. You can always send me a message when you're not working, apparently.
I'll do that.
And please don't bother my girlfriend. I understand
I mean-
you two don't get along, said Girl.
He nods. Alright.
Hey. And Soul instinctively will reach out.
You do reach out toward him?
Yeah?
So, like, what? Like, touch his
Well,
shoulder,
instinctively
arm?
to, like, touch his wrist or, like, grab his wrist or something.
Okay. You grab his wrist.
Oh,
He's like, genuinely startled. Okay.
I was just gonna say I love you.
Well, I would give you a kiss, but I don't know if I can, actually.
I try to kiss him on the cheek.
You do. Seems strangely one-sided.
This'll have to
It's
suit
fine.
me for a little bit.
That's fine. I love you too. Just get through this thing, alright?
Yeah, I will. Be safe on your end.
Yeah.
Soul looks a little sad, but then disconnects.
Alright.
Okay, so since Vera is in the front of the cart, could I use Wasp Whisperer to make the hive that's in the cart annoy Lovette? I don't want them to attack Lovette. I just want them to annoy Lovette.
Then yes, of course.
They're dive bombing her.
Basically, just like
Giving the cute headbutts.
yeah, basically.
Aww.
Yeah, that's what bees do. They fly and just bounce off of you.
I know, that's why
I
I
think
said
that
I love that. I love that.
Are these chubby bumblebees or are they
These are
wasps?
for a real life equivalent. They're technically Africanized honeybees.
Those the ones that murder people?
Those are killer bees. But like when they're in the hive and stuff and near me, they're perfectly fine.
Well, it's definitely gonna be annoying at first, but I think Lovette is kind of used to bee stuff by now, and it's just like once she realizes they're not gonna hurt her, she's just like, okay, just sit still and deal with it. Although I'm not riding in the cart, I was riding with Archie.
It's true.
Okay.
Foiled, motherfucker.
But currently you're next to the cart, right?
We're
yes,
waiting
you
on
can
me.
definitely annoy me while I'm talking
Yes.
to Kenneth.
Okay, these bees are pretty cute.
They
Look at
are.
a picture of them.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys.
Well, are we going to leave now?
Yeah, we can leave. I was just
Okay.
making sure that no one was dead.
And no one is
where-
dead, I assume.
That's correct.
So, where would you like me to ride?
I gesture to Bro. I say, you can take my seat. I kind of like riding on the back.
Oh, thanks, Nessa.
Grow also sees bees leaving and entering the carriage door, I assume.
Yeah,
I think they're fine. I think so. I
Alright.
don't know.
Welcome inside the carriage. I think Archie and I are going to handle this outside, so you've got more space, I guess.
Oh, so Lovette is not riding in the cart?
No,
Oh,
Does girl
in that
make
case,
Lovette uncomfortable?
no, the bees are going crazy. I think that I think someone upset Vera.
Vera? Are you okay?
What? I'm fine.
Lovette
alright,
thinks
well.
someone made you angry.
What? That's preposterous.
Okay.
That's preposterous.
Hippopotamus.
Yeah, that one's good.
Yeah.
Preposterous.
hypotenuse.
Oh.
That's
Yeah.
that word.
It's preposterous, and I call bullshit.
Sorry. I think she's just worried about the hiding thing. So
Did you just gack in my ear?
What? No.
Ew.
I didn't mean to speak. No, you know, the other thing.
It's a
Why would
sign
she
of
be
respect.
afraid of dying? We're not gonna die. We have me.
You're great, Soy.
I
mean,
know.
If anyone can do it, you can, but,
Yeah.
you know, there might be a chance that, you know...
I'm not gonna let
No
any of
one
us
can?
die.
I-
Unless you guys give me a reason to.
Ooh.
Oh, by the way, everyone, I'm having twins.
Grow coughs.
You found out? How did you find out?
Magic.
Nessa spits water everywhere.
On Soul?
No, not on Soul.
Okay, Soul's right
Onto the
next to me.
beehive.
What?
On the beehive?
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
spits water out like in shock, and it just so happens to hit the beehive.
The bees will rush out and start to
Kill.
swarm. Well, it starts to swarm the area. They're not.
Oh.
They're not stinging anybody, but they're just swarming the area.
It is quite annoying.
Hi, bees.
I say it's so exciting that even the bees are thrilled.
It's fine. You can go back into the hive. You're all fine. Can I roll to try and get them to de-escalate?
Yeah. Make a
Diplomacy?
wild empathy. D20 plus 14.
That is a 28.
Oh, shit.
Those
All
are
right, you
almost
say
good.
that. I don't know. So you say that, and all of the insects stop swarming and immediately go back to the hive and just chill out.
Cool.
Listen, we're all very excited, but shouldn't we be moving?
I mean, I'm in no rush, but sure.
Well, if Lovette is not going to be in the cart, I'll sit in the cart. Then we can talk more about Iron Mountains and stuff.
The more information Grow has, the happier he is normally.
Vera starts moving the horses very slowly.
Okay. Soul hops on the front. Time to go, I get it.
We continue out of the holy city.
When the camera pans into the cart and Nessa is trying to see if he can use the beehive as a footrest. He's like testing the waters. He's like, maybe if I just put it lightly.
How gentle are you with it?
Yeah, how gentle.
Grow is sitting next to you, and he's like just watching you in the hive, and he's kind of like inching further and further away from you.
We are such a dumpster fire. I love it.
Oh, my poor fiance. Well, I guess I can just call him my husband now, can I?
He basically, he can kind of see that it's probably not the best idea, but he does try it a little.
It is
And he's just like, no.
It is quite a sturdy hive, let's say.
Yeah, the hive is sturdy enough that you can use it as a footrest if you so choose. But know that if you do that, you're going to have some insects crawling on you as they
Perhaps
investigate
another
what the
day.
hell's going on, what these giant things are touching their hive.
Yeah, perhaps another time.
So while we're traveling, I would like to use sending.
Okay, and
So
what would you like to
another-
contact?
I'd like to send another message to my mother.
Oh, excellent. Okay, please, if you'd like to type it out and send it to me.
I've typed
via
it out.
PM.
I'll send it to you, but I'll also read it out. Because,
Thank
we're
you.
recording.
Wonderful.
Hi, Sir Mama. It's Lovette. Are you still safe? We are working on a plan to save you. I will talk to you more often.
You get a response from your mother, and it is, "Hello, my sweet. I am still safe. I'm alone in this cave. I found a pool with water and fish. What's your plan?"
Okay.
That was very calm.
Yeah, well, she's not new to this.
I thought it was.
Kind of new to it.
Kind of new to it.
But why is she okay with it now?
This Lovette's mom is a badass.
Fucking sick.
I mean, she's kind of sick, too.
Yeah, that too.
She did kill a
In the
lot of
brain
people.
zone.
Yeah, but she did, like, and it worked.
those robots and shit couldn't take her. So I didn't have that much of a plan. Just kind of like hoping that Sunday, like, oh, I'm out of sending.
I'm sending and say, hey, we have a plan. Don't worry.
Yeah, well, I said we're working on one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Try to
What's
keep
the
her
plan?
reassured. I don't have one. I was just
We don't actually have one. You're kind of fucked.
Well, Lovette does have a plan, but she hasn't talked to respective parties about it yet.
Planning on a plan.
So I guess, yeah, if I'm in, how long range is message? Because I'm not in the cart, but I can just message two people in it.
It's not super long range.
Yeah, we're close enough for message.
Then
Yeah,
I'll
you're good with
message Grow.
Okay. It's essentially the same as talking, so go ahead.
Yes. Hello. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear, Lovette. What's going on?
Well, I didn't get the chance to ask you about this earlier. You've been pretty helpful with us for transportation in the past, and I might need some assistance.
I also made an eye for Soul and helped you in some combat, and I'm pretty sure yeah, you're right, I'm useful for transportation.
Wait, okay, I see what you're saying. I didn't mean to put it that way.
It's fine. I'm only, adept at the arcane. It's cool. I'm useful for transportation.
My mother is in danger, alone in a dark place, and I need to save her because I thought she was dead, and she might not be dead.
Oh, his tone shifts immediately. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that you were talking about something important.
I don't know anyone who could help with this. How did?
All right. What do you need?
Well, it said we would not be able to figure out how to get where she is, but how did you get around the protection to get out here?
Oh,
Is it something we could use to find her?
possibly. Hold that thought, would you? Put that thought in the back of your sack.
Bring it back!
He's gonna stand up and he's gonna open the door to the carriage and he's gonna kind of lean out and he's gonna be like, Soul.
Yeah? What?
Lovette is asking me about how I got out of Presidium. What should I say?
He's just talking out loud?
I can heal this. Is that okay?
Yo, your fiance's a narc.
He's my husband.
Lovette can hear it over the roaring wind as you...
Well, he's not using the message spell right now, so.
But I'm using message.
Right. Doesn't mean you can hear everything he says.
Oh.
He's not transmitting it to you currently.
Okay.
Soul's gonna use message with Grow. Sit back in the cart, please.
Oh, alright, fine, jeez.
I just want you to be safe. I don't want you to
Well,
fall
look,
out.
I'm sorry I didn't prepare message today as a cantrip, alright?
Okay, I get it.
So, anyway, your friend is asking how I got out of Presidium, and I'm not sure what I should say. Because I'm still not even really sure how that happened and worked,
just
so...
Tell her... Well, you know I used to be really good at magic. Like, magic, not just bard magic, right? Just... Bro!
What?
You judging my abilities from back then?
You weren't exactly the most attentive student.
Well, no, but I was still naturally good at things.
Yeah, yes, that's true. You were gifted. That's right.
Is this all?
Oh, this is all in our heads.
However, you are both getting a eyebrow raise from Vera,
Well, Grow's inside the cart again.
but he was not before.
And Soul's making faces
And you're making
while having
faces
a conversation
while
in there.
saying nothing.
Soul
look
emotes
offended.
everything.
You look offended.
Okay, we'll talk about this later. Verbally, Soul goes Vera, just not right now.
Working? Hello?
Anyways, Grow. Just tell her that I now have a better teleport spell than you.
Sure. That makes sense.
Okay.
Sorry about that, Lovette. There was something wrong with the message spell.
It'd be really funny if Lovette taps the side of her head and she's like, "Is this thing on?"
Kind of, right?
Yeah. She uses a transmitter thing to do her message.
I have a gauntlet and I speak into a receiver on it. So
maybe something's wrong with that contraption of yours.
Oh shit!
So yeah, I was able to get out of Presidium because Soul actually remembered some of their training from when they were in the academy and whipped out a very powerful teleportation spell.
They did?
Yeah.
They didn't mention this before? Oh,
I mean,
okay.
I guess it wasn't important.
I guess not.
Ooh.
So maybe Soul can help you.
Maybe. Alright, thank you.
Sure. But if there's anything I can do to help...
That static.
Okay.
Poor Grow.
Poor Grow.
Yeah, he gets cut off when he's trying to be helpful. He's a good boy.
He is a good boy.
Unconfirmed.
Kyle.
True. Just ask Alec.
Dude, we can't.
That's true,
We can't
and Ish,
say that.
kind
We
of.
all know that the real campaign villain is Archibald.
Dude, you'd kill the whole party. Don't be like that.
Why are you so scary?
I think
You
the
were
real
staring
villain
at me
was
weird.
that cat.
You're doing weird things.
Sorry, I was talking to Grow in my head.
He's right next to you.
Yeah, and I was using message.
That is incredibly unuseful in this situation.
Why? It allowed you to relax and not hear the chatter coming out of my mouth.
Oh, wonderful. There's nothing going around. This is quite boring.
I mean, you could listen to the buzz of the bees.
Vera squints at you. What?
I don't know, I feel like that's music to you normally.
I mean, it's wonderful, but it's always there.
Oh. Anyways, you're looking at me meanly. I did message.
I was not looking at you meanly.
Okay.
I was looking at you.
With, like, a judging look.
I was judging you.
Exactly. It's kind of mean.
That's not mean.
It's kind of mean.
Inquisitive.
Okay, well, what do you want to know?
Well, what's happening?
Lovette wanted to know how Grow got here, and it's because through our travels, I've gotten...
But Lovette was in this conversation too?
Lovette was in Grow's head.
Look, Vera looks up and yells, "You could have just came down and talked to Grow yourself."
What? No, this is really inconvenient.
It's honestly, it's fine. I mean, it's just a little confusing sometimes.
See? It's confusing.
Okay.
Sometimes.
What did they say, Algie?
Honey. Anyways, look, once we're done with Glarv, I'm probably gonna help Lovette find her mom.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, but, like,
It's gonna be a while from now.
I
before we do
can
anything.
probably kind of teleport her here whenever I want.
What?
Awkward smile. So you know how we've been on the road and we've, like, done a lot of things, and I've learned a lot since I've been out in the open. I have a better teleport spell than Grow now. Ta-da!
When did this happen?
Like last night.
I mean, that's not really secret worthy. I feel
We're
like
the
that.
ones that started the conversation. I didn't want Grow to stick his head out awkwardly to the side door while we were still going, that's all.
You'd be safe doing it. Fine.
Look, he's very squishy.
Hit by a signpost.
Bonk.
Oh!
I just don't want him getting hurt, okay?
We have healers.
Vera, I've seen you heal.
You've seen me heal once. And it worked.
It did! It also looked very painful.
It only hurts a little.
Hey, Petravian! Is he riding on Chisel, I'm
Yes.
guessing?
Of course.
When
Actually,
Vera
on your
punched
side
you to
this time.
heal you, did it hurt? Did she break your bones? Do you have bones?
Didn't tickle.
You hear Karis giggle.
Better question. Net gain? Net loss?
Net gain.
Vera gives a very smug, yeah, hear that kind of face to Soul.
Well, I mean,
Though I wouldn't recommend it.
your healing was amazing, Vera, and if I was dying, I would trust you, because you trusted me when I put my finger down your throat so you threw up the Weaver egg. So, we're even.
Yeah.
It's all good. I trust that if you were healing me, you wouldn't punch me too hard but would still heal me.
Well,
Is that how it works? Punch people?
Well, it's the best way to transfer the energy.
Nessa's got his antlers or his horns stuck in the window and he hasn't been able to pull back. So he's still just kind of sitting here.
Am I gonna have to make holes for him so that his antlers can go back in eventually?
He's like trying to pivot his head just right.
Carisper, I think you're gonna need to rotate your seats.
So Karis is trying to like give verbal assistance, but no, you need to turn. You just need to move your. It's just
Your other
no,
left.
If you just no, no, you got to turn the other
Bro,
way.
can you please solve the satyr's problem?
At this point, Burr is just going to reach out and grab Nessa by the back of the neck and just kind of like pull his head down. Pull his head down and like tilt it at the correct angle to slide it back into the carriage.
He's like, okay, I guess, bye!
Bye, buddy.
Are you all right?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
That looked uncomfortable.
It's fine. It's like
All right.
sleeping on the floor. You get used to it.
He kind of nods in understanding. Yeah, I do.
I think
I
Bird
agree.
normally prefers the swamp area, personally.
The ground's softer there. Honestly, the ground's too hard out here, and it's too dry, and it's cold.
I do agree with the coldness, but we've talked about that, so...
True. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
Burr.
oh, all right.
I want you to listen to this really quick. I'm gonna do my rock instrument.
Oh, nice.
So let's do
Shred
some
it.
strings. Ooh, 26.
Okay.
He still
And you
melts
wanna-
his face.
And you want to alter instrument to make it sound like that other sound?
Yeah,
Okay.
that I had a concert with Biff of.
He's going to kind of put his hands over his ears and nod as he's listening. Okay. That's an interesting sound you've discovered.
Oh, it's still not to your taste, huh?
It's interesting.
Dang, thought it would be closer.
Sorry. It's an interesting sound, truly.
I'll have to tweak it then.
It's like someone infused a lute with thunder.
That's kind of cool.
That's awesome.
A thunder lute?
Oh my god.
Maybe if I made it harsher.
How do the horses react to
How
this
do-
foreign
How do the
and
bees
disturbing,
react?
possibly distressing sound?
The bees, they're all forced to land.
Ooh.
'Cause the vibrations in the air, I guess, bother them.
Down with the system.
Man, I'm a little legit, like, out of character disappointed that black dragons don't love metal.
I have an
I
idea
think-
really
Well, I
quick.
don't know how metal it was, to be honest.
That's fair.
Can I,
I think
ask,
it really needs to be death metal.
if it's possible, can I go into Burr's mind and look for the kind of sound that he would like?
Enter his mind.
It's like cheat mode.
Oh god.
Beardy, could
Hold
I
on.
And he's just playing in debug.
Let me-
could I win the game? I'd like to enable the end credits.
you want to play it? Alright, hold on.
Hi, buddy.
Hi. Okay, so the question I have is, what are your feelings toward Burr?
That he's my friend.
Right, and that's it, right?
Yeah.
Then you can't.
Oh.
Oh, does that mean you can't teleport
What do you mean?
the mother?
I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see. My powers might be central around love. Who knows? Cute idea, though. We'll workshop. Okay.
Make sense?
Yep.
Awesome. Okay.
Welcome back. So how was the end credit?
So, first of all, turns out you get an achievement for watching the entire end credits. So,
So don't skip them.
Soul
was
looks
there a,
frustrated.
Did I do something wrong?
No. Sorry. I just...
You're looking at me like I've done something wrong. I
No.
don't understand.
I think I did something wrong. I thought I was better. My bad.
Is it something I said?
No. You're perfect the way you are, Birds.
Alright. He'll turn back and sit in the carriage. Alright, so the party continues traveling for the rest of the day, and you have to make camp about halfway between the Holy City and Ostervik. Is there anything you would like to do that night when you stop traveling?
I have something. Nessa has mentioned that the civilian version of his sort of skill set is a Sherpa, and usually that means taking inexperienced people into the wilderness and having to make sure they don't die. And so even though Nessa doesn't eat meat, he has to kind of hunt every now and then just to be like, oh, here you go. This is part of your getaway package that I provide meals to you, so I murder fluffy woodland critters for your enjoyment. So since it was a long day in the cart, Nessa, I would like to see if I could hunt up some rabbits, maybe, for the party.
Even though you're a vegan?
Well, I'm not going to eat them, but
Okay, you turned your nose up at eating a fucking good beetle.
I don't want to eat them, and I sure as hell don't want to eat the rabbit, but I thought it would be a nice gesture. And I'll be like, don't fill up on beetles.
Why not? The sprinkles are great. Please don't call them beetles.
they're
Bugs.
beetles.
They're sprinkles.
And also, you'll notice that as the day's been going on, Vera's been getting more and more snippy.
Vera?
What?
You've never been upset when I've called them sprinkles in the past.
It's fine.
Oh,
It's all fine.
okay.
But they are beetles.
Girl, did I do something wrong?
So, should I get some dinner?
I mean, that's fine.
I do thumbs up.
Thanks, Nessa. Just be safe, okay?
Yep, Nessa runs into the woods.
He sure does wander off a lot, doesn't he?
I mean, probably feels more at home just outside than inside, I assume.
Hmm.
It's much nicer out here.
It's okay. But not to worry. We've been doing this for a while, so I'm perfectly acclimated to it.
So it would be one more day till Ostervik, correct?
Oh, I'm writing something up. So I'm going to send another message to my mother before we sleep.
You got it. Alright, so what I'm going to need from Nessa is a survival check if you're going to go ahead with the hunting. So roll that whenever you would like.
Bloodow!
Oh!
Nat 1 equaling 14. Not the worst.
Okay. You are able to find... Here's the trick. 14 is still pretty damn good. So you managed to find some rabbits, and you are able to catch them. Were you going to be trying to snare them, or were you just going to shoot them with your crossbow?
I was just going to shoot them with my crossbow.
Okay. In that case, go ahead and make 2 attack rolls.
I'm going to do deadly aim. Ranger's focus. Going to make these rabbits suffer.
They just burst.
Have hamburger helper.
Yeah.
And...
Damn.
Wow.
shit,
These are beefy hits.
Alright, those are beefy hits. That's a 39, a 36. And the 36 was a critical threat, which confirms
On a poor rabbit.
Yeah. So,
I'm not trying to obliterate them, though.
No, I know. You're taking very careful aim. Right, and your aim is actually so good that you kill them in such a humane and quick manner that you doubt they felt any kind of discomfort.
As their bodies
still feel bad.
disintegrated.
Like a Thanos snap.
No. The high...
So do I snag 2 rabbit?
Yes, you snag
Okay.
2 rabbit.
I pick them up, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, little guys.
They don't answer.
And I start running back to the camp, literally as fast as I can, like, because Nessa's got some energy from being cooped up in the cart all day, and so he is just sprinting back, and he's also kind of worried that people are going to eat the beetles before he can do this nice thing for them.
Little does he know, they were probably already summoned before.
Vera just glares.
He doesn't know, but he's running like he's against time. He's running against time. Gotta get back.
All right, you return to camp, and you have 2 rabbit.
Ta-da!
Wow, I haven't had rabbit in a long time. This is Kara speaking. Did you just catch those?
Yes. How long have I been gone?
Not very long. I guess I won't be eating beetle tonight.
Yes. And if you don't want, we don't have to eat beetle anymore, unless you want to.
Don't tell Vera that.
Yeah, don't tell Vera that.
Hey, do you want some rabbit too?
Whatever.
Is there a campfire prepared? Anyways,
we usually do a
basically-
Yeah.
campfire
Yeah, there's a fire.
every night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's already a campfire.
Yeah, Nessa pulls out a dagger and starts prepping the rabbits.
Oh, girl, do you see it? He's like doing it live.
Make another survival check, please. This is to dress the kill.
Like, come on, baby, don't fail me now. We got dinner on the table.
22.
Yep. Yep. You get them cleaned and prepped with absolutely no problem, and you're able to cook them into a reasonable form to eat. Now, this is just from the survival check to make them edible. That doesn't necessarily make them taste good.
Okay.
So if you'd like to do that, that's going to be a profession cook check.
A wisdom check
Just a
then,
prof-
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it'd just be a wisdom check.
All right, here we go. This is 17.
Wow.
Yeah, you do a great job.
Nice.
You put together a wonderful brace of conies.
Yay! And I try and divvy out. It's not. I'm like, I know it's not a lot, but it's just a little something to kind of.
Did you see any deer in the wood? Can we have deer next time?
Sure.
Really?
They're a little harder, but
No, their meat is squishy and delicious.
Fidgets
Soul's leaning
uncomfortably.
forward a little too far with this one. Sorry, it's my favorite food.
Yeah, it is for a lot of people. I'll try and get one next time.
Oh, thank you, Nessa. Girl, he said
You're
he's gonna
welcome.
get me a deer next time.
That's very nice of you, Nessa.
And I was just imagining in my head, not something Nessa would actually do, but he's like, sure, I'll he just raises his crossbow and points at a chisel. Just kidding, that does not happen.
But we all thought it.
It would be funny. Chisel would be
Yeah,
like,
I thought it well beforehand, but I was gonna leave it alone.
Chisel's like eating at some grass and he looks up like,
Chisel does give Soul a side eye, though.
Soul waves at him, unbeknownst that elk and deer is the same.
Fully knowing that elk and deer is exactly
Yeah,
the
it's
same
true.
thing.
They're playing innocent.
Yeah, there's probably not enough to fill you guys up, so you probably will have to still eat some beetle if
Sprinkles.
you want.
A side of delicious good beetle.
Anyways, that was my little good deed of the day. Trying to get some meals for my friend.
Oh, alrighty. Well, the rest of the party, are you going to do anything at camp as well, or
Yeah, time
just pass the
great.
time? Right. Oh, did you send it?
Yeah, here we are. Mama, sorry for the delay. We are planning to try and teleport you magically. Are you still powered by it all? Are you going to be okay?
As an aside, I swear to God, if we teleport your mother here and she wastes us, I'm gonna be a little pissed.
It'll be a good death.
Just make sure to kill her.
Well, that would maybe waste the party. We'll just get into a inter-party battle.
I would just run into the woods. I'd be like, okay, bye.
I think I have a solution as a player.
Nice.
Oh, does Lovette bring anything up to Soul?
Yeah.
Well,
That's nice.
given how she kind of interpreted that conversation with Grow, I don't think she will just yet. Maybe
Okay.
though. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about whether or not she would, and I hadn't come to a decision. I was hoping nobody would ask until I got this resolved.
Well, here we are.
It is what it is.
Lilith.
Yes, please.
Different show.
Different show. I'm still cursed. I'll be okay once I'm with you again. How long will it be before you teleport me? This cave is pretty boring.
Okay, well, I'm
Yo.
on the sending for the day.
Yo, player knowledge. That's sketch AF.
Yeah, seriously. That's
Yeah.
a trap if I've ever heard one.
Oh well, we will see what Lovette tells us.
I don't think actually Nessa knows very little about any of you guys.
Yeah, he hasn't really asked.
I gave you a little suggestion for that. You'll find out.
No one knows about Vera's backstory.
It's true.
Nobody knows about Vera's.
But I feel like we're gonna touch it soon.
Disgusting. You stay away from my backstory.
Never. I want to lick it.
I get the impression that you guys have been playing this game for a long time, and we just heard Petravian's backstory.
Oh, Petravian hasn't been with us that long.
Oh, okay. Because I'm
That's
just
why-
curious, like, how long have these backstories been simmering and in
I
hiding?
mean, Vera's has for pretty much the whole fucking campaign.
Yep.
Yep.
It's fucking awful.
It's fantastic.
Fuck you.
It's
I'm going to return to the party, to wherever Soul is, the tent or whatever. So Lovette's going to try and seek out Soul.
Soul's just helping put up the tent like normal.
I guess with RG yet. Soul, can I speak with you about something?
Yeah. You guys okay to still put up the tent without me?
Oh, I need to talk to you later.
Oh boy, it's one of those days.
Sorry.
Soul turns and follows Lovette, ears down.
Well, I tried to take this up his claw, but he is giving me different information.
Okay, what's up?
So he told me you use some form of advanced teleportation to
Yeah.
get him.
Yes.
Could this be used for my muzzle?
Maybe? I tried to do something that I thought I could do earlier, but it didn't work, so I can try at least. I have no promises, though.
If I can, I'd like to get a one-time use cast for a remove curse. Can we say that I've done that?
Oh.
Remove curse scroll is 375 gold.
Yes, I can afford that. I purchased this scroll so that we could remove a curse if she came back here, and she said that she should be okay when she's here.
Okay. Do you want me to try right now?
Well, I don't see any reason to wait to make her waste away.
Shouldn't we tell everyone just in case to be mentally prepared in case anything happens?
What do you think is going to happen?
Look, I don't really know how spider queens work, but or spider gods? What is the spider lady?
I have little information about that, but we'll talk about it later.
Well, I know Vera doesn't really like spiders, so really, she's been really... Okay,
Yeah, and I
Bitchy.
don't want anyone to help.
so
Ah,
I really don't want to bring a spider around her while she's in one of her moods.
So this is a little bigger than one of Vala's moods.
Yeah, I know. That's why I called her bitchy.
No, I mean,
She's normally fine and super awesome.
I agree. and I'm
She's
nervous
our
about
leader,
that.
after all. Shut up, Kyle.
Oh, sorry. I was just blowing my nose.
No, you weren't, you little shit.
We'll talk to everyone, but at least, yeah.
Like I said, I don't really know if I can teleport her.
Well, how does it work? Well, it's closed.
Well, I just thought that I wanted him here, and then he was here.
That's it?
Yeah.
I don't see why that should not work.
Okay, but if anything bad happens, it's not my fault. Okay? Pinky promise.
I won't blame you, of course, no. It's my fault.
Okay, don't
Stick
blame
your
yourself
pinky out.
either. And, like, Soul will grab the pinky. We promise to not blame me or yourself in this instance.
I know,
Whatever happens, happens,
I-
and that's life. Oh, well. Okay. Soul breaks the pinky. I mean, not your pinky.
Oh my god,
That happens if you break your promise.
sealed in blood!
And now it is actually magically sealed.
Oh, wait, it might be.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Oh, shit. This is what happens when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object. Can you magically prevent Lovette from hating herself? I don't think that's possible.
All right, are you ready?
No, but let's go.
So are you gonna tell us before you bring it? Because Nessa's gonna freak out if you
Are
don't
you
tell him.
sure we shouldn't tell anyone?
No, we should play someone.
Okay, let's go. Soul skips
Don't do
off. Hey everyone, just so you know,
Right?
Oh,
You gather
oh.
everyone around the campfire.
Lovette wants me to teleport her mom here.
Sounds great.
She's still a, what was the tell me discovered?
A giant
tiger.
spider?
Yeah, who?
A spider tiger. Arrgh.
Yeah, Nessa,
What?
Lovette is actually half drow, and her mother's a spider.
Oh,
Who
and
says
this is
this?
new for you, girl.
Or does anyone say that?
That was Karis, I think.
No, it's Karis. Saying it
Ah.
to Nessa.
That's about sums me up, yeah.
Petravian raises his hand.
Yes, Petravian?
On a list of bad ideas, this is really up there.
What is bad about bringing my muzzle to
Oh
safety?
god, here we go again.
Spiderses.
Just
You
Damn it.
remember how
Damn it.
far... Do you you remember the screams?
Repeat that one more time.
Do you remember the screams?
I have a scroll. Do you know how to use clerical scrolls?
What is this a scroll of?
Well, it would remove the curse if the merchant is to be believed.
And you trusted him?
Well, I gave him money. That is kind of how you arrange trust in the civilized world.
God, I'm doing it wrong.
Can I do a spellcraft on it? Or would that be something different?
Well, what do you want to do to it?
I want to read it and see if it would actually work to what?
Knowledge Arcana.
Damn, I don't have that.
May I?
Here you go.
It appears to be a scroll of remove curse.
Yeah, it removes curses. That's what it says. That's what it does. Now, if it would actually remove a curse from a tiger, spider, I wouldn't know that. I've never been around one. Well, technically we have, but I mean, I don't really know what happens to them. Hey, Grow!
Yeah, what's up?
You read a lot of books, too. Do you
He
know
nods.
of any cases of a drider being cured?
No, not a single one. I know that that's something that the Drow's god would do that as like a punishment for anyone that was like an outcast or betrayer to the society or faith. But
Wait, you know about my people?
I mean, there's books. I mean, the elves
not
and
right
the dark
about that.
elves had a fair amount of contact before they broke apart. I mean, we all have common ancestors.
I suppose that's for another time, but I might be interested in seeing some of these books.
Yeah, I don't think we're going back to, Presidium anytime soon, so no.
Oh, okay.
Well, maybe eventually, but that's another day.
So I figure that as we've all become quite strong at this point, if she is dangerous, then we are the least likely people to get hurt. And
Girl, you stay in the back.
He just nods.
But, Lovette,
so
are you prepared for the outcome? We might not get hurt, but
we
she
and
might.
we are strong enough that she doesn't need to get hurt either. We can do both.
She sliced through my amber cataprism like it was nothing.
Archie's bigger than that. He can hold her still.
He
Archie,
did.
Did anyone hear that?
What's that?
Nothing.
Growing up around dwarves, would I have heard anything like lore or stories, perhaps?
Yes and no. There are a handful, but not as many as you'd expect, because the Dark Elves don't really have a lot of pull under the Iron Mountains. If you go underground there, it's mostly dwarves, and then Duergar under that. The Duergar keep the Drow the fuck out of their territory.
Okay, so I probably am not well acquainted with drow anything.
It's likely to find them as like single entities, because they don't really congregate with each other or form large groups, because they don't really have a society of any kind. They're literally just outcast. Drow that has fallen out of favor, out of the faith, is liable to be turned.
But
So-
basically, Nessa probably would have heard stories, at least around the dwarves, and he kind of is aware that these are creatures that exist, and probably, I imagine that there's like a certain boogeyman tone to these stories.
for sure.
Okay, so yeah, Nessa's just like, I don't know about this.
So, is this happening now?
Well,
Petravian
I
is
feel like
very
this is the
fair.
safest place for it. Petravian is. I think you're the only person who can do this.
Anyone can use a scroll.
Is that the case? I don't really know.
I mean, I used that stone shape when we were in the mines that Hildy gave me.
Oh.
Although, if you do want
Still.
someone big and strong to do it, I do agree Petravian would be helpful in that instance.
Mechanically speaking, you would want a bard or a cleric or a paladin could all cast that, or a wizard if you gave it to Grow. So
So you understand this, sir?
Yeah, completely.
It would require, if I'm reading it correctly, for you to come into, you to touch the subject physically, so you would get very close.
Well,
Are you
don't
okay with
advise
that? What?
I said I don't advise that.
Well, I don't either, but
Would you
it's
rather
how
do
it
it?
works.
Would I rather do it? I'd rather we not do this now. But if we do, I would rather I do it.
When would it be a better time to do it? She is fairly strong as well. If we can bring her back here, she might be able to help us.
Petravian looks dead into Lovette's eyes. I do this, and we're even, correct?
you weren't even?
I don't care about even. Please just don't hurt her. Are you going to hurt her?
I won't. For
Yes,
your
if you-
sake, I won't.
If you're not confident about that, I can ask this or someone else. Or at least
No,
ask.
I will do it. I just don't want it to get out of hand.
Excuse
Are you-
me?
I don't want
Yes.
to get out of hand either.
I still don't even know if I can actually teleport her.
Yeah, that's true. But
A cart before the horse, I guess.
yeah, that's true. Okay.
But yes, I will take point.
Okay. Is that? Can I get that promise from everyone else that you won't hurt her?
No. I can't.
But why?
If she
We don't
attacks, I will attack back.
You're better than that. You'll be fine. We can if she attacks again and we cannot kill her, we're strong enough to put her somewhere safe, right? Somewhere.
If there's a situation where I'm able to subdue her and have her not die, maybe I could. But if I'm being eaten alive, I don't know if I'll be able to stop from doing that.
But
It's
if
reasonable.
you can do something that won't kill her, you will.
You can't just kill her mom.
Promise that you want to do her without killing her if you can.
If I can.
Yeah, I'll try to subdue her.
But recall that, and Vera is about to say something and then pauses.
Remember that she did kill your father with no hesitation.
No. Well, that holds out her pinky.
Oh, you already promised to me, Lovette. Oh, Vera, that's a pinky promise. If she breaks her promise, you can break her pinky.
Well, this is I want to promise from you. We will try not to kill her first.
Oh, she wants to break your pinky.
I don't think I could break Vera's pinky. Is that trial?
If you break the
So you just
promise, you
have
break
to-
the pinky. Easy.
If she falls, I will try to bring her back to consciousness.
Okay, I guess I don't know. I can tell this is a bad idea, but I can't just wait.
I
What
have a
if she
plan.
just dies alone in the cave?
Again, still don't know if I can even bring her here, guys.
Why? Okay, what's the plan? Let's go solve this and then we try and we'll find out if we can.
Lovette, do you remember when our little disagreement appeared?
Yeah, I remember pretty well. I'm not going to be busting that guy out for this.
No. Do you remember how I appeared right behind you?
Yeah?
Well, I can, dissolve into the ground when she appears and pop up behind her.
Okay. So it's come up with like a player world and a safe world, because if she's actually okay and if she said she's still cast, but if her mind is okay, then maybe we can work on that in time. So we don't need you to spring out and attack anyone if she's normal. So I mean, I could just say now, but if we say
Papa, could
all
you?
clear, then that means wait, what? No, all clear. I remember all clear. Let's do that. Okay.
As this is going on, what Nessa's been doing, he has a bunch of different crossbow bolts and, different pointed heads, and one of them is sort of like a blunted, it's basically like the beanbag shot of ye olde times. And so, as the conversation is going, like, Lovette is talking very passionately, like, well, I want them to be safe. He kind of loads the non-lethal bolt into his crossbow, but then when Vera's just like, no, if I'm gonna be eaten alive, and Nessa, his eyes go wide, and he slaps in one of the lethal bolts, and then it goes back. So it just keeps going back and forth as the conversation goes. He changes crossbow bolts. It's like, and it finally ends where it's just like, he's got the one bolt in each hand, and he's just like, well, okay, non-lethal.
And what if she tries to escape?
Ooh.
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, what happens if she just tries to attack us to begin with? What are you gonna do?
But she attacks us right away, so I would like to try and get Archibald to non-lethally restrain her.
Okay, we'll have Archie at the ready then.
Yes, Archie, come here, buddy.
And she better not head to the southeast.
Yeah, I mean, if she does, I know you can head her off. That would be worst case scenario. Do we have any way to incapacitate her without, magically or something? Look at Karis.
I mean, I don't think a sleep spell is going to work on her. She's a little too powerful for that. But I can try to make her afraid if we need to.
Okay.
I'm not really sure. I don't really have anything to... No, I'm afraid I don't. Gro's going to chime up. I can try. I have a hold spell that might work.
Okay, well, there we go.
Perfect.
Okay.
Oh,
Fine.
and I do have a spell that might help. It's called Dominate Person.
Sounds uncomfortable, but I keep giving the alternative. It's a good option.
Ooh, and I could also modify her memory too.
Don't, please, I think,
Oh.
unless it's horrible.
Well, I can either make her remember things she's forgotten, or change any of her memories.
Oh, wait.
You haven't done that to me, have you?
No, not to you.
Oh, okay.
Wait, why did you say it like that?
What do you mean?
You said, no, I haven't done it to you,
Yeah.
implying that you have done it to others.
Slip of the tongue.
Nessa is also going to pull out his ludicrous amount of climbing rope and have it somewhat accessible in case he doesn't know how to lasso, but you could probably fudge it.
I think almost all of us have rope.
I know, but
Tie the
Nessa's
shit
got-
out of her.
Yeah, just 1,000 yards of rope.
Jesus, tits. A lot of rope.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking that that's the party collective. But if we tied Zamama up and all that rope, no one could. Right? The anticipation is
this
huge.
way. Yeah, I can hear. Is that? Sounds like the ball kicking machine wearing back up. Let's get the show on the road.
Man, so this is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I'm
Very.
very.
Are you ready to kill the last of Lovette's family?
Yeah, I am ready
Wow.
for this. Well, not the last dude.
Yeah,
She's
there's-
got a bunch of people in her family that hate her.
At least you have that.
All right, so Soul,
Yeah.
what would you like to do?
Well, is everyone in placements? In other words, is Grow nowhere near where I could send this person?
Grow is standing next to you.
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, they need to be to hold someone. I mean, to do the holding.
Look, I'm gonna try to have this, if I can, up here next to Petravian, okay?
Okay.
I'm going to hide in the foliage.
Actually, one last thing I cannot do this before we playing a hill. I'm gonna build a mechanical dire ape with my summon monster force spell,
Oh, the enemy of the spider.
so that
Spider's
if
natural
Archie
enemy.
needs any help grabbing her safely, then he can
Yeah.
do so.
And
as
then
well.
Dire Ape, perfect choice. And you want to do that right now.
Yeah, I do that and then still goes.
My point is, you don't know how long it's going to take for
No,
Soul to do this. So,
it's true. I don't. Lovette assumes it works like a spell.
okay. In that case, I will go ahead and pull out a Dire Ape.
Is
Good
everyone in the position they want to be?
Is there just a tree line?
No, you guys are out in a wide open field.
Yeah, it's kind of plains.
There's
Oh,
tall
crap.
grass here, but that's about it.
Okay, well, I hide in the tall grass.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Yeah, gladly. A 23.
Okay, you hide in some tall grass.
Okay, time for me to explain how I feel about doing this, or how I feel while doing this. So, I'm going to close my eyes, and I'm going to concentrate, and I'm going to do the same thing with the strings that are attached to me, and of all the people I've ever met, and I'm going to find the one that is attached to Lovette's mom, since I haven't
Okay.
met her.
Alright, one moment. Question.
Yes.
Okay, you find that string, and as you focus on it, you can see that it connects you to an area far, far, far to the south.
Okay.
But while you're focusing on this, you see another string, a much stronger string, a much more viable string connecting Lovette to this person. You see a much
Okay.
stronger connection between Lovette and Lilith than yourself and Lilith.
Okay.
Do you want to use that string instead?
I'm going to try my string first.
Okay. You reach out, and far to the south, you can feel a cave. It's dank and dark. So in that dank abyss, you feel something watching the darkness, something waiting.
Is it Lovette's mom, or is it the god?
It's Lovette's mother. You don't think that this is divine, but at the same time, you can sense something is definitely twisted about it.
Can you see me?
Who's there?
Soul.
You're one of Lovette's friends.
Yeah, you can sense
elf.
me. Yeah, somewhat.
Well, I remembered your name.
Yeah.
I can hear your voice, but I can't see you. I'm guessing this is the magic spell that Lovette was talking about?
Yes, I'm going to try to pull you to us.
What do I need to do?
How do you feel about brimstone?
I don't have an opinion, I guess. Why?
You may get a little singed on your way here.
It's worth it.
It's worth it? I want to understand that you're making a deal with me and giving your consent to do this nonetheless.
I understand, but anything is better than whatever life this is.
Alright. I gently use my energy to encapsulate her, and I pull her, concentrating the energy where Archie and Petravian are.
Okay. You reach out and you try to pull this being, but you feel two things. One, what's connecting the two of you is so thin and so weak that you just don't have enough grasp on it. I guess the best way to put it is it's like you're moving something, but it's not too heavy, it's just too awkward to move. That's the best way I can phrase it.
So it's because my string isn't strong enough compared to Lovette. Her
Right. You don't have the kind of relationship.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna use Lovette's string.
So my question now is,
Yeah.
how do you feel about Lovette?
Oh, shit. She's a close friend who I fight with a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I feel almost akin to an older sibling, sometimes even a younger sibling with her. I
Mhm.
hate her, but I do care about her.
Yeah.
One of those relationships.
So you reach into that string and you find that it is strong. You can take hold of it and pull if you need to.
Alright, I'm going to, as gently as possible, pull with that string to get Lovette's mom to us.
Okay, you do this, and you start to feel something holding Lilith in place. There's another force at play here.
Can I look beyond and see what that force is?
You feel eyes on you. You feel something moving, and looming in the darkness beyond Lilith is a creature of incredible size. Something that defies logic in its size. It is a spider that is truly gargantuan, and it stares at you with intelligent eyes. You see a divine being, and it sees you.
Shit.
So, do you want to pull on this string?
Not yet. I'm looking at that divine being.
It's just staring. It's just watching you. It's not attacking or anything. It's just watching you.
May I have this one?
So the answer you get is a whisper that just says, "This one is being punished."
What do you consider punishment?
Shame, hatred, fear,
is not
loss.
Oh, fuck. Is not keeping her in this form adequate enough for feeling such things?
Yes.
Is it possible to still be punished and yet retain sensibility?
Yes.
Would such a thing satisfy you?
I have a question.
Yes?
Who are you, godling?
I'm of no importance.
You are new.
Very.
Perhaps we will meet soon. Go ahead, take this one, if you can.
Okay. Your eyes are very pretty.
And so are your wings.
My wings?
Oh yes. So many pretty wings.
Oh. Thank you. I will take this one now. Thank you for your understanding.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Hope you're doing well. And I hope people are worshipping you well. And you're doing great. Good job being you. I'm gonna gingerly reach out using Lovette's string.
Yeah.
And pull her towards us.
Okay. Even though the other being has given consent, it's still kind of heavy. You're gonna have to pull really hard. Is that okay?
Can I pull hard while being gentle with her?
You can try.
I'll try.
Okay. I'm gonna go back to the main channel
She's
now.
gonna fucking die. Oh my god. Oh! Okay.
Alright. Okay.
Are we all dead?
Soul is going to concentrate and reach out with their arms and their spirit, and they get a look of intense concentration on their face, and they hold that for maybe a minute or so, and then the air around them begins to shimmer. And my next question is, Soul, do you continue to concentrate? Because it's becoming harder the more you attempt this.
Yeah, it's for Lovette.
Okay. In that case, the air around Soul is going to shimmer, and you're going to see, for lack of a better term, bird wings. It's like feathers, kind of cascading around Soul. The feathers themselves are white that fade into like a teal color, and they're kind of like cascading around Soul. And there's sort of the sound of lungs being filled with air, and then a thunder crack. And standing before you is this figure.
Knives and all?
So she has holsters, like scabbards, around her waist, and there are two short swords in them currently, like sheathed. She appears and sort of like starts to like look around, very confused. I want everyone to make a perception check.
Nope.
Okay.
23 and 24 from Lovette
Cool.
and Archie.
30 for me.
All right.
7.
Soul succeeds, Nessa succeeds, Archie succeeds, Lovette succeeds. You guys smell the strong
Right.
and unmistakable smell of brimstone.
That's all. Can you heal me? Are you okay?
You realize she's sort of shaking right now. She looks around. Where am I?
I
You know,
told
I'm-
you I was bringing you back. Ow.
You're staying? Are you okay, son?
A little tired.
Okay, wait. You deserve to lay down if you need to.
Soul's gonna lean against Grow. Wait, do I still have my wings out?
No, you didn't have your wings out. You just had feathers cascading around you.
Soul's gonna lean on Grow.
Grow will happily help. Lovette?
That's all.
I have the scroll out, and I call.
She
out
like
Lovette.
She looks around. She's looking for Lovette. Where
I'm
are
here.
you?
I'm here.
You have to move your token, dude.
Oh,
Are you
I
staying
have
still, or are
feedback.
you?
No, I didn't know I had to move the token.
Oh, my apologies. Okay. She'll like lean down and like hold her hands out,
Vera's sight is out.
Wait.
Are you?
Petra puts his hand in front of Lovette.
What?
That's far enough. Let's talk.
She looks at you and says, "What are you doing?
We,
Get your hands off my daughter."
Wait.
it's okay, Muzzle.
Don't
It's
hurt.
okay. We're not going to. Okay, we propel this car to get rid of the kills. Okay, Muzzle.
She's sort of watching Petravian. She does not like the fact that Petravian has laid a hand on Lovette.
No, I put it in front. Just in front of, not on.
I mean, I probably did run into it.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
That's just the way it goes.
So it's okay, Muzzle. It's okay.
He pulls his hand back.
Yeah, I'll walk around and kind of step closer.
But because of the height difference, she walked into his hand like right in the face.
Yeah. So all right. So you get right up on her, and you see that, like before, you can see that her skin has sort of become somewhat chitinous, tough looking, and she like kneels down as best she can to like lower herself to your, not quite your level, but as close as she can to get to that. And you notice that there are like streaks of black fluid coming out of her eyes and like going down her face.
I'm gonna hug her.
She pulls you into a hug. I thought I would never see you again.
I thought you were dead.
I don't understand how this could have happened.
It doesn't matter. Well, we can work on that one step at a time. Right now, I'm just glad to have you here. Now, Petravian, I mean, we might as well.
Are we okay?
Wait, that was the agreed upon command word, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Archie reaches forward.
Wait.
I'm kidding.
Are we okay, Lovette?
I think so. I'll be okay. He's going to remove the chaos, okay?
Okay.
Let's do it.
He looks. He has his eyes locked on with her, and he said, "I'm just going to place a hand on you. Is this okay?"
She looks at you, and she's sizing you up as a threat, and she says, "All right." And she holds out one hand toward you.
I take her by the wrist, like how you shake a hand back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
and I cast the remove curse.
All right. It was what the handshake started out as. It was proto handshake. Yeah. Anywho,
Oh, that's
one
cool.
moment.
Oh shit.
Hi.
Hi.
So they are going to try to remove curse.
Yeah.
What
do
are you
want
going
from
to
me?
do?
What do you mean? What am I gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Because what did you say? What did you agree to?
I agreed that I'd let her be in that form.
So what are you gonna do?
I gotta stop them.
You gonna stop them?
Yeah.
All right. Put it in the form of what you do.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to focus in on the scroll and make it null and void, pretty much. Make it not work.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Okay. Yeah, you can, in fact, if you'd like, you can make it do the opposite and seal the form.
I mean, that would allow her to still be her mom. So,
Uh-huh.
Yep, I'm gonna do that.
All right. Okay, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Travian,
Yeah.
you are holding Lilith by the wrist. You cast this spell. Energy flows from the spell, like from the scroll, as the scroll crumbles into dust. Energy flows through your hand and into Lilith, who is covered with, at first, a sort of a white aura of light that suddenly starts to crackle and boil and turns into a black color. She starts to, like, grab her sides, and she starts screaming.
Lovette, back away.
What? No.
Get behind me.
No.
Get behind me.
No.
I don't know
Muzzle.
what's happening.
Mom, I'm sorry.
You can see that she's still crying, whatever liquid is coming out of her eyes.
Can I try to ease her pain?
Yeah, you can try.
Alright. I'll gently wave a finger and try to numb the pain for her.
All right. She stops screaming quite as much, and she's just now like breathing, and she's kind of like at this point collapsed onto the ground, and she's kind of twitching a little bit.
Mama, can you hear me?
Yes. She tries to like lift herself up, but you can see that she's heavily fatigued right now.
I don't want to say goodbye, but this is my last chance, and I don't want to miss it.
Wait, she's
So-
fine.
She's okay?
She just
Takes
is in that form.
takes more than that to kill me.
Soul kind of walks forward
Okay.
from Grow. Listen, I think whatever goddess she used to worship, well, I don't think she's gonna let go that far, but she did at least let me take her with her personality. So she has to stay this way, but at least she's still your mom.
Okay. We can work on the other part.
What?
We are kind of... We can work on the other part as we go. So, Mama, well, kind of in the middle of a thing that I didn't have enough words to explain. We're off to go play a devil, I think, hopefully.
Probably.
So, I don't know what you would plan
She
to
looks
do.
confused.
Yeah, I'd say not to take in. I mean, you would be a great help to us if you're capable, but I don't want to push you.
I think I want to help, but I think I just need to sleep.
Yeah, okay.
Well, we are camping for the night, so it's fine. Yay, sleep for everyone.
Vera's just staring at this Drider.
In the
Or
silence.
staring.
In the silence.
It's like right there. It's like,
She kind of like tries to curl up and take up as little space as possible next to the fire, and she's kind of quietly sobbing.
I'm gonna curl up in her arms.
She holds you tightly. She'll probably actually sing to you.
Oh.
In the silence, or in the moments leading up to this, Nessa, who hasn't made a peep this entire time, pokes his head out from the tall grass and holds up one index finger. He's like, yeah, I actually have a question. And he looks to Soul. What? How? Are you an angel already? How'd you do all this?
Soul looks super worn out and pretty stressed.
Oh.
You know, magic.
Nessa slowly retreats back into the grass.
You know,
Just pulls his head back.
Okay, bye. So, has anyone ever talked to a god before?
All the time.
Right.
I pray to Owen sometimes.
Does he answer?
Kind of.
once.
Not really.
What happens if I talk to that spider god?
Vera looks extremely concerned.
What do you mean by... What did you say?
Actually, Vera, would you mind if I talk to you alone? I think out of everyone, you would understand this the most.
Okay.
You're really connected to Melly. Sorry, Mellifera. You always call her Melly. My bad.
It's fine. What? Just want to go over...
Yeah, just
over here?
walk back here with me, please. And Soul will limp. It's as if Soul's drained a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Or at least acting like they're drained. So I was able to get Lilith back because I said she could still be humiliated in this form, but still keep her personality. It was the only way to bring her here.
Okay. And this was what the other god said?
Yeah, she okayed it. I think she was like slightly amused, if anything, especially by me.
I don't know how much we can trust it.
I know. I just want you to be aware that I talked to a goddess.
Well, I would be concerned that you talked to that one.
Well, that's why I'm telling you. I want you to be aware that that's what happened and to just keep your eyes open. You're the one who I trust most about any sort of religious thing.
I'll keep my eyes open, but be cautious. The goddess spiders is not to be trusted.
Dude, I don't want to talk to her again, but she's gonna probably talk to me, so...
Well, pretend you can't hear or something. I don't know.
Okay. It'd be really cool if Mellifera talked to me, though.
Give it time.
I don't know. I don't know how many gods can talk to me now.
Why?
Do you want to describe the face that Soul's making right now?
They're trying to make it look like a flat, neutral expression, but their eyes are too wide open.
Actually, yeah, why not?
Yeah, okay, I'll
Vera's completely dense in this kind of situation.
Soul
so.
is going to be humming their bluff.
Of course.
Ooh, 24.
I'm going to say Vera's suspicious. One, because you're humming, but because you're good at being a fucking liar.
Remember, the interpersonal skills don't necessarily work on PCs.
It's true.
I know.
So that's why she's suspicious.
Like I said, Vera thinks something's bullshit, but she does not know what.
Uh-huh. I assume this is something about learning how to teleport in a night?
So you're my best friend, right?
Sure.
You promise not to tell anyone else if I tell you?
How bad is it?
Oh, I just accepted the offer from Ish.
Vera starts whispering.
Why is that a bad thing to keep secret?
I don't know.
Isn't that something that everyone should know since you already asked everyone about it?
Probably. Okay.
But also, are you okay?
Yeah, I actually feel better than okay, other than the fact that I'm kind of tired right now.
How do you feel?
Powerful. And Soul has almost a completely different expression than you've ever seen on them. But it looks happy, but in a very indistinct way.
Vera's face falls once again when you say powerful. Just like a look of extreme concern.
Do you feel like you can do anything?
No, not anything. I've already tested some of that. So, there's limits to what I can do, but I can help people at least, and that's really important to me.
So you just promise you won't just do things quickly, okay?
Well, I didn't. I took extra care in getting Lilith here.
Okay.
Like, Vera is kind of fidgeting now.
Mm-hmm.
Just, if you're doing something, just make sure to think about it, okay?
I'll try to talk to you guys too, okay?
Please do.
I'm really bad at it. I'm sorry.
It's fine,
But
but
I'll try. I promise.
it's dangerous.
I know.
Like, I know what it feels like to feel like you can do so much, but you can get carried away if you don't take the time to know what's happening.
Okay. I'll try to be better for you.
Thank you, Sol.
And so we'll walk back to the campsite with Vera then.
You return and you see Lilith is singing something that's basically the gnomish equivalent of the lullaby about buying your kid a mockingbird.
Okay.
But it's the gnomish equivalent, so it's about like
Pollution.
Robo-mockingbird.
Mimics.
yeah, mimics and pollution and cogs.
Yep, exactly.
Mama's gonna buy you a robot bird.
Yeah. And
Petri-
goddamn if that's not like a creepy sight.
Lovette,
Oh god, yeah, it's fucking horrifying.
I love my spider mommy.
I'm glad, because I did a lot for that.
Petravian
soul.
standing with his arms crossed, kind of giving a glance to Soul and concentrating hard at Lilith, and then glancing at Soul again.
By the way, Lilith has not stopped crying. Back.
Oh.
It's probably good.
Yeah.
It works with our contract. Dude, I just wanted your mom to be back, okay?
Yeah. No.
Hey, Spider Mom is an upgrade. Just saying.
She's really
Spider
strong.
Mom is better than no mom.
Yes, exactly.
Soul.
Yeah, oh god, it is one of those nights. Yo, what's up, Petrie?
A word.
Okay. Karis, you after Petrie?
What?
Oh, we're all having the someone talks to Soul separately day, so I didn't know if you wanted to get in on this, make an appointment.
Sorry, I don't understand.
You don't have to.
She walks over. What do you need?
Oh, I just didn't know if you needed to talk to me tonight at all.
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. But I
Awesome.
mean, I kind of have my suspicions.
What?
Nothing. She walks back over to the carriage.
What?
I guess we'll talk later.
Awesome.
I mean, you set that appointment yourself.
Yeah. Soul was doing it more sarcastically, and then it happened, and Soul's like, oh, okay, it was a joke.
Oh, I deserve that.
Yeah, I deserve this one. Do you just want to talk here, Petrie, or somewhere else?
I think we need to have a quick discussion out of earshot.
Okay, alright, I'll just take you where I took Vera just a few seconds ago. Let's go.
Beardy, could you pull us into that other room for a second?
Yeah,
Oh,
of course.
one of those. Oh, tits.
All right.
What's up?
Okay, so the two of you walk far enough away from the camp to be out of earshot.
You mentioned, did I ever talk to a god before?
Yeah.
Once.
Was it Eden?
Yes.
Okay. What'd she sound like? What does she look like? Have you seen her?
It was more of a wind kind of thing. Very difficult to explain.
I wonder if I could see her.
Well, in our training to be a paladin,
Mm-hmm.
we essentially get a divination. I don't know if you've ever heard of that before.
Yeah, Marcus did something like that for me.
Well, this was supposed to be only for me to know, but I think it may pertain to you.
Wait, does the powers that involve this divination, like, get null and void if you tell someone else?
No, not that I know of.
Okay.
But it was just one phrase, and you mentioned on the road that you have twins.
Yeah. I can have them whenever I want.
Well, the divination read, the fate of the two would rest with me, and that is all I was told.
You think it has to do with my kids?
With you, with your kids, with all of this.
Not gonna help, Lovette. Ooh, that is a shitty 8 for Lovette's perception, by the way. Look, that's just a small little phrase that neither of us even know what that fully means, either. Also, I'm an angel now.
You took the deal.
Yeah, or as that spider goddess said, godling? Just so you know. Vera said I should tell everyone. Ta-da!
So that was the feathers, I believe?
Well, my magic's kind of always involved feathers.
Do you know who the angel represented?
Does it matter? I think he was for the goddess of love since he loved everything. Yeah, he talked about love, like, a lot, actually. And, well, actually, if I think about it, my new powers kind of work better when love is involved. Yeah, I think it has to be the goddess of love.
Well, I can think of no one more suited for that to be the goddess of love. God of love?
What do you mean?
You go by they. They just say God.
I'm not a goddess. I'm a godling, and I think Ish is involved with the goddess of love, who already exists.
Beardy,
I can't
can I do a
remember her name.
knowledge
Religion
on that?
Yeah, knowledge religion, please.
You got it. That is a 13.
You know, the goddess of love is named Prenia. She's the goddess of love, kindness, and charity. She is considered a minor deity.
Well, if there were to be a mortal vessel on this plane, again, I could think of no better.
I'm not exactly mortal anymore, either.
Bat in 1,000, I see. Well, I was charged with your protection. It may seem that I'm maybe charged with your offspring.
Okay. No offense, Petrie, but has nothing to do with you. It's just the phrasing's a little creepy. Just saying.
Well, then that was what I was told from Eden.
If that's what you believe, then I understand. I wouldn't mind her talking to me at some point, but I think I have to focus on strings and such. Actually, how much do you love your goddess?
With all my being.
Can I try to see her through you? And Soul starts to reach up and, like, go to touch the side of his face. Will you allow it?
I will.
Alright, I'm gonna concentrate on the strings again.
You can see the strings that connect all beings together. You see one of them is a string that is going from Petravian off into the heavens. It is a string of gold, for it is forged with faith.
Can I follow it for a little bit?
Yes, you can.
Okay, I'll follow it.
You follow it until you feel it leave. It almost leaves the world when it runs into a barrier. You can ride right up to that barrier, and you can even reach out and touch it, but you cannot pass through it.
She's past the barrier?
Mm-hmm.
Soul's gonna reach out and kind of like hold on to the string, I guess, where they're at. Can you hear me?
There's no answer.
Please? I just want to know that he's okay.
You don't hear anything, but you do feel a sense of warmth.
That's it?
That's it.
Alright.
And it could just be your imagination.
I'll release and go back.
Alright. Soul lets go of Petravian's face.
She's out of my reach, which is kind of annoying.
You get used to it.
It must suck to have a goddess that isn't even here. Sorry.
Did Petravian essentially tag along with that, or was that kind of...
No, you didn't.
Okay.
All you saw was Soul touch your face and kind of stare at your eyes, and sort of trance out for a second.
Cut this, but...
Note from the editor, no.
By the way, Keni?
Yeah?
Could you, pluck that heartstring just a little harder? To turn that screw? Oh, I just had a... I was like this close to just bawling. Okay? Oh!
Soul's a very compassionate person.
Oh!
They're also a bratty teenager.
I didn't know I was gonna have feels tonight. Oh!
It's always a night for feels. Petravian and Soul walk back to the camp.
Okay. Karis, let's go. We are not going into a secret room.
She was talking to Burr, and she looks up and she's like, oh, okay. She walks over. So, what did you want to talk about?
Oh, I thought you wanted to talk about something.
Oh, I just wanted to ask you how it's going, I guess, with, is that what you are now?
Well, the spider lady called me a godling.
Okay. That's, an interesting way to put it.
Look, her words, not mine. Her?
So, do you think you'll be able to protect the world?
I'm gonna try, with all my heart. I love this world, and it deserves to be protected.
Karis gives you a hug.
Alright, she can hug me. Nice.
And, before, when you would feel that sort of tingling sensation,
yeah,
it's gone.
Oh, I guess I technically don't have a tattoo anymore. In reality, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do this for everyone.
I just hope that it's okay.
Me too. That everyone deserves to be saved. Most people other than Glorv, per se. I'm the rest of the 8.
Gonna try to find them all and destroy them?
Why not? Then we wouldn't need a barrier.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, if Glarv is one of the weaker ones, then I don't know how we're supposed to stop the other ones.
I'll have to get stronger, but I won't expect anything from you guys. You are not required to follow me to get rid of the others.
Okay, well.
But I will keep you safe at home if that's what you want.
She nods.
Whatever you choose in life, I'll keep you safe.
I mean, I guess I choose to stay with my family.
Oh, I hug her so tight! Not too tight, because I don't want to break her.
You do.
I could.
It's too late. She is broken.
Oh no!
So she'll walk back to the party.
Soul's gonna enjoy the fire, I guess.
Nessa is still hiding in the grass.
Dude, you know everything's chill, right? Right, buddy?
He sticks a hand out and waves, but silently.
Okay, well, feel free to come to the camp when you're ready.
Thumbs up from out of the grass.
Petravian leans over to Grow and says, "That's a very special person."
They're the best, aren't they?
He's only paying attention to Soul. I love him. He's so sweet.
Vera's going to be continuously watching the Drider because with intense suspicion.
Hey, I warned you out of the goodness of my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Is she still crying?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she's still crying and she's still like humming or singing any lullaby she can remember.
Yeah.
Until Lovette, who I'm assuming Lovette's either like sleeping or just kind of like being held, just happily
That's
being
not
held.
sleepy. I don't know about how. I mean, like, yeah, she's satisfied, but there's definitely a bittersweetness to the moment.
Nessa's gotten bored from hiding. The humor of it has worn off, and he just like saunters out and he's like, "I'll take first watch."
Actually, none of you have to watch anymore.
What?
I don't sleep anymore. Just as an announcement for everyone, I am now a eternal being / angel of some kind.
What?
So, yeah, now I don't need to sleep, and you guys can actually rest the entire night without worrying about it. Yay!
Nessa makes a overly dramatic, shocked expression, like, "Oh, gasp!"
You should be happy. This is what you suggested. Soul points back to Nessa.
It's true.
I'm gonna kind of like squeeze out of her arms for a second.
She goes from holding you to kind of like just holding her sides. You don't think she's in pain. She's just sort of like, it's sort of a gesture of sadness.
Do you feel different?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Are you still you?
Yeah. This is the form I take currently.
It's the form you take.
Yeah.
You can take other forms?
In reality, well, yeah. Actually, just a second. And Soul will stand up, and they will phase into a male version of themselves, body-wise. Ta-da! How do I look?
Just as good as last time.
Thanks.
Nessa's jaw drops.
What's up?
Are they hot?
Yeah, male Soul is hot. Male genitalia Soul, at least. Anyways, and then Soul will change back to kind of a midsection where they look more androgynous altogether. And I can also do this. What do you think?
It certainly suits you.
Yeah.
I mean, not just you suit you. You're still you, I think. Right?
Yeah, but a little better. And Soul will change back to the form that you guys know.
I don't know if they get much better than that. But this is not your normal form right now?
No, I don't actually... Soul turns back to Grow. I don't know, it's very different. I don't know if you guys would be comfortable around it.
If you are you, then I'm prepared to accept whatever.
Alright, just remember, you didn't attack your mom, so you can't attack me, okay?
Of course not. No, I would never.
Soul steps back into the field a little bit. Grow, do you think this is enough space?
Probably.
Okay, I'm gonna step back just a little bit more then. Soul gets far enough away to where they can still see everyone. And then I show my current true form? Question mark?
Oh,
Sure.
God.
So how tall did I say you were last time?
Oh,
8 feet.
Was it 8 feet?
That's what I remember.
No, it had to be taller than 8.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's taller than that. 13? Okay.
Oh, okay.
Soul's form sort of shifts and fades away, and they're replaced by a figure that's about 18 feet tall. It's basically humanoid in type. Okay, so 2 arms, 2 legs, a head, a torso. They have 3 pairs of wings on their back. They have a bright light sort of behind their head, sort of like a halo kind of a thing. It's just like light coming up from behind them, or at least whenever you look at them, it's like you're looking into a bright light. They have no discernible facial features because like the light sort of just ends up blinding you if you try to look. too closely. And the only other thing you could really like notice about them is that they have white feathers on their body, and their wings themselves have white feathers that go from white to teal. They're like a very dark teal color, which is the same color if you recognize from the feather that Soul would wear on their headband.
Nessa is literally floored. He, like, his jaw is just wide open, his eyes are just like, what? And then he sort of just, like, flops backwards. Like, not on his back, but just, like, onto his butt. He just, like, sits down hard, like, he's floored, and he's just like, what?
I think Lovette probably is on her butt at this point, too, because as Soul grew or became larger, then she, like, backed up to the point where she fell over to look up towards Soul's face, and is also kind of wide-eyed and shivering.
Oh, shit. Alright, Vera?
What does Vera look like? Vera looks concerned.
Sorry, can you heal me?
I can hear a lot of things.
And you promise you stay you?
Soul will go back to their normal form. Of course.
Hold on my pinky.
Okay, you're gonna make me run over there. Alright. Soul jogs back over to the camp.
Well, if you had stayed as a giant angel, you could have used them big long legs.
Limps over.
As you walk by Nessa, he is still looking at where you once were, still just looking.
Soul does a pinky promise. I'm still me, I promise. And I'll try to be better.
You don't need to be better.
I could be better.
After this, maybe
Well,
a miracle happen.
I still have to protect the world, don't I?
No, but you do anyway.
It's the plan.
I've given you really everything I can. I don't really have anything else to offer, but you still have everything I have.
I'm here, big guy.
Chisel is freaking out a bit.
Oh,
Sorry, everyone. I didn't think you'd hate it that much.
I didn't hate it.
I
Kara
didn't.
speaks up. It sort of reminds me of some of the descriptions I've read in a couple of different homes.
I didn't hate it. It's just about the taking.
Wow.
Nessa peels his eyes away from where you once were standing, and he looks. He's, I didn't hate it. That was friggin' awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh. Thank you. So, yeah, that's me currently. I think I'm still evolving, because I think I was a lot taller than last time, right? Soul would turn to Grow.
Grow nods. Yeah, you're definitely still getting bigger.
You taller than that?
Who knows? Ish said I'd be going through a lot of changes. Angel puberty.
Grow's gonna snicker.
You're gonna get feathers in weird places.
I already have feathers in weird places.
Can't get any weirder. Nessa will stand up and be like, well, I know you said that you didn't want to, you don't sleep, but if you want some company, I can stay up. I mean,
Only if you want to.
They'll keep watch.
You are all welcome to still take your watches, but I don't need to sleep, or I can't sleep early, so...
but I thought you were tired after all that.
Physically,
Is it possible to rest?
kind
What kind of last you need you deserve?
of. I'm good, guys, I really am. I'll probably have enough energy to keep anything at bay.
So it's just like, well, how about you just kind of just hang out around the fire? I mean, you've done so much tonight. Let me take watch for a few hours and you can relax.
Okay, if that's what you want, sure. Anything
So-
else from anyone else?
Well,
No,
Nessa will then begin patrolling around the camp's perimeter.
Vera will probably go into like a side. It'll be by the tent, but would stay up maybe an hour just watching Lilith before
She has not moved from that spot
Go return to.
before
since
eventually
she... Go ahead.
before eventually returning to the tent.
Alright. So some time's gonna pass, and when everyone else in the camp has fallen asleep and Nessa's still patrolling, Lilith is going to look up at Soul. Say, Soul.
Yes, Lilith.
She's holding the sleeping Lovette in her arms. She's going to like lay Lovette down very, very gently. I know that you've saved me.
Kind of. I bargained at a bit of a disadvantage for you, so I am sorry.
No, don't be. She's gonna move 5 feet closer to you. She holds her arms out. She's like, you've given me back what family I have left.
You're welcome. There is something else I can do for you, technically.
She looks at you quizzically.
I could change your memories, so you don't have the bad ones, if you wanted.
Don't know what you mean.
Or I could return anything you've forgotten.
I mean, all I remember is Moira fighting me in the street, and then the next thing I woke up in a cave.
I see.
I already don't remember, and I'm not sure if I want to.
It might be for the best, but I'm actually really glad you don't remember what happened. It's probably
Must have been awful.
Yeah, Lovette's a little, she took it pretty hard, but I think she's very happy to have you back.
She's so strong. Very proud of her.
She's a good egg. I kind of fight with her a lot. I don't know, I never had any siblings, so I don't really know what it's like, but, I mean, Karis, I see as a younger sister. Lovette might be like an older sister to me or something. Something like that. I don't know. It's silly.
She puts a hand on your shoulder. Thank you, Soul.
Soul doesn't like being touched like this. There's still, like, I talked to a fucking spider goddess for you. I don't really know what all that entailed, to be honest, so I'm very suspicious. They're just gonna leave it, but
yeah,
they don't like it.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do a sense motive for Lilith. She's going to read your expression, and she's going to remove her hand and kind of like immediately look ashamed. Say, "I'm sorry."
Sorry,
She kind of shrivels that back a little bit.
Soul will grab her arm.
She's gonna step back.
No, I grab her arm.
All right, you grab her arm.
Wait, look. It's not you I'm uncertain about, it's her. I've never talked to a goddess before, and that being the first one I've ever talked to was very uncomfortable.
Had to talk?
Yeah, I talked to her. I bargained for you.
What was the bargain?
She insisted that you were hers, and that she wanted you... Well, she described several things that you needed to feel in order to make her feel better. And in order for me to keep your personality and sanity, you had to keep this form. I kind of explained that earlier, but...
She kind of like looks at herself and she says, so there's no hope?
Not unless there's a glamour charm, but I wouldn't really risk it too much. She might come back and get angry if you did that.
She sort of deflates a bit, see.
However, we could have it so that you're the first good Drider in history. You could embark a new thing for this world.
I don't really want to be in a history book.
Why not?
Just a little life, family.
Well, you have Lovette, and she's gonna love you no matter what.
She's gonna move back over and kind of nestle back, Lovette.
I could find a way to make a home for you two, so that you could leave peacefully. You could live with Lovette's grandfather. He has a nice little cottage.
That would be weird, but come to think of it, it probably would have been okay. I was like, he would not recognize her either way, so it wouldn't really change anything.
What if it was the type of grandpa that he was like old and doesn't know what's going on, and so
Yes.
he's totally cool with there being some weird giant spider? He thinks it's like the pet. Like
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if he'd think it's a pet, but he's like.
But he wouldn't even think twice about it. He'd just be like, "Oh, hey,
whatever,
how's
it's an elephant, it's a spider, whatever." Fucking, I've seen weirder shit.
So Lilith is going to say, I'm afraid if Desmond saw me like this, it would scare him to death.
What if he was the only person who couldn't see you like that? That technically doesn't go against the rules.
Maybe.
alter his memories live?"
Look, we'll workshop it. There are always solutions. There's always means to an end, and we can make anything work.
She nods. Just understand. Soul,
Yes, Lilith?
thank you.
I wouldn't be.
She turns her attention back to Lovette. Fresh tears are streaking down her face.
Oh, sweet.
Vera's asleep.
So in that case, I've got nothing else tonight, so we can pass time.
Cool.
It is now the 5th of March. You are 1 day's journey from Ostervik. Anything you want to do along the way?
Talk to my mom.
How is she? Ma'am!
Ma'am!
Give
him a cat!
Ma'am, look at my robot.
That's nice, dear.
Look at my robot arm.
Look what I've done to myself.
not
You have
looking.
extra legs. I have extra arms.
Yeah, that might take a bit to bust that one out.
We're both freaks.
I'm gonna call my mom a freak. What's wrong with you? I don't really know what about, though. I hadn't really thought about it off the top of my head.
I fully, completely expected that to go sideways.
Yeah, I kind of did too.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say that it hasn't yet, but
But I mean, I will say it would have been like right in line with the story
Lovette's
arc.
life, yeah. Let's
It's
just
just
say
like-
that my sphincter was a black hole.
Wow.
I'm so glad I have that recorded.
I feel like I was very close to messing that up, so I'm glad I didn't.
So, what do we do?
I thought we were on the road
Right.
already.
That is
I know,
an
but-
excellent question.
But we have a
Right,
Drider
because-
here.
Right. And how the fuck is Lilith supposed to travel with you guys?
Yeah, people hate Driders.
Yeah, that and... Oh, by the way, as soon as the sun comes up, Lilith is not happy with this. She's like...
What?
She's
Cover with the
squinting and like trying to cover her eyes as best she can, but she's basically blind right now.
All right, I think I have an idea.
Octuple sunglasses.
You now have more passengers that can fit inside your carriage, or that can comfortably travel along at a decent pace.
A, Vera can be a B, so no problem.
She
there.
helps me drive the cart.
That's true. Okay, so that this Burr could be dragon. And...
Oh yeah, I'm sure that'll be great.
That won't fucking terrify anyone.
I love it. The solution to not having a Drider in the party is to have a black dragon in the party.
Oh my god, look in the
By
air! Oh, thank god it's
comparison.
not a Drider.
It could be worse. It could be a Drider.
But then what's that on top of? What's that on the dragon's back? It's a Drider
Oh my God.
riding a black dragon.
The carriage moves faster than 30 feet around.
Oh,
I mean, I can.
that's
Is there any way to ride on the top, or is it just like you would not be able to hang on?
I mean, I guess she could try to cling onto the roof. Like, that would be relatively easy. I mean, she could stick to something
have
crazy.
anything that could work like a
Spider,
tarp? Do anything that works
Nothing
like
on
a
my
tarp?
end. Nessa's totally happy to ride on the back of the cart. I actually think that Nessa would prefer that because it's cool.
I'm gonna give her my monster hunting hat to help her with the sun.
like a big sun, like a beach bonnet.
I'm not entirely sure that that would fit her,
No,
being that it was sized for a gnome's head.
suppose. I don't know. It's not that much smaller. Yes.
Can she wear the tent like a
I'm still gonna offer it. That's still a character.
Can I
Yeah.
cast
You have
dancing
this
darkness around her?
Does that make pure magical darkness? Or... Oh, it reduces the illumination level, so no, it's
Yeah.
not magical darkness.
Yeah. So the use of a
Scarier.
darkness spell would help out, but I mean those don't last that long.
Is it even possible for her to fit within the cart?
If you kicked everyone out of the cart, she could fit in it.
And then
Definitely
we have
slows
Burr
us
and
down.
Karis riding on the back, and we have Nessa doing what?
Running his little ass
Hanging
off.
out on Chisel,
Possibly.
and then Archie with Lovette.
Yeah, that'd work.
Or
Just gonna-
I have another idea. I was gonna suggest wall of blindness / deafness, but I don't think I
Oh,
can.
Christ. Anyone who looks at the cart is blinded, deafened. They're just like, oh my
Wow.
god!
Look, I'm trying to come up with solutions here.
Oh my god, but at least I don't see a Drider!
Oh my god! Having her in the cart works better.
I mean, the giant robot has kind of been a sticking point to begin with. My plan B was the giant robot might deter anyone who has a problem with the Drider, but I like this plan better.
Are we really planning on bringing the Drider with us? Is that a good idea?
Okay, first of all, it's not the Drider, it's my muscle. And second of all, we can't leave her somewhere else. Well, I mean, we can leave her on the road. We can't take her back to the city. I didn't think this complication would arise.
You didn't think this complication would arise?
Well, I thought we could change her back. I thought the kill would work.
But it didn't, so what's the plan now?
Well, she can ride the cow. We have seating arrangements. We tell people who pass by if they are inquisitive that we have cargo, but I don't think more than that's anyone's business.
If someone sees her, they're going to try to kill her, or get someone to
Windows
kill
have
her.
curtains.
I never thought of it of having curtains, really. Maybe, I guess it would have to.
You could cut up the tent into curtains.
Kyle.
What's up?
Yeah, we do have a tent. We can use that as a tarp as well.
And you could also cover her up with the tent while she's inside of the cart, the wagon, carriage.
Really, though, we all suggest exactly that.
I mean, if that's not too demeaning, matter.
Okay, let's say that she stays with us for now. What's the plan after that? She can't just be hid away in a cart forever.
No, but I'm kind of figuring out the after that for myself as well right now. I'm figuring out where a home can be, but honestly, I'm just trying to focus on getting through this next battle.
Vera just puts her hand across her face. just not knowing what to do.
As horrible as it was, we saw how effective she could be if she can help us out, but maybe worth it.
But do you want to risk her being seen?
By Glav?
But it doesn't matter with Glarv. Glarv's gonna be
No.
dead.
True.
Yeah. After that, I mean, it's battles and leaving. What am I supposed to do? I don't know what you expect from me.
I don't have any ideas of what to do in this situation, Lovette.
Well, I don't either. I'm walking on my feet. Well, I understand your concern, but we got to work with what we've got. Yeah, what do you propose is an alternative? She's here.
She could be teleported somewhere. I don't know.
Where's Grow? Where's Grow riding?
Grow will ride on Chisel.
Well, Grow can sit where you're sitting, and you can just turn fucking 30 feet tall and walk with us.
Better than a Drider.
They come by this enormous fucking celestial being with light shining out of his face, and they're like, "You see any Driders around here?" No? Okay.
We hear the real assholes.
Listen,
Fucking Drider.
if this goes south, it's not my fault.
That's what I've been saying.
No, of course it's not your fault, pal. It would be your fault.
Vera's just going to
Alright.
get the cart more ready.
Cool. Okay. In that case, you guys get into that configuration we discussed and start traveling. Okay.
Now, Vera gets to experience the torment of Nessa's non-stop chatter that is not inside the cart, but is now right behind her
So,
as he sits on the roof.
while this was happening, Vera was far less snippy than she was before the Drider incident.
Mhm.
But as we get closer to Ostrovik,
Yeah.
and as she has to bear through just random chatter from Nessa, is going to ramp up exponentially just how bitchy she's going to be.
Oh boy.
At first it's like,
Yeah. Yes, I understand.
just
She's
more
like
and
gritting
more.
her teeth audibly.
Yeah.
I can't wait for critical Vera. Which is at max capacity.
Everyone out of the fucking cart.
I haven't even been singing this time. What did I do?
Did I actually scare you?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I was just looking through spells. I'm sorry.
All right. So the party continues traveling, and you travel through most of the day. And come evening of the 5th, you've arrived in the city of Ostrovik. Go ahead and push the map for it. It's a good-sized town with a large harbor. And like I said, the majority of the town is based off of agriculture and fishing. There's also... Make knowledge local or histories, please.
May I use
Heck
Lore
of a
Master?
Plaza.
Yes. Yes, you
Then
may.
I would like to use Lore Master.
And what would that come out to be?
Was it local or history? You said?
Yes. Give me the higher of either one, if one of them's better.
Yeah, plus 17.
Okay. So that would be 37. In that case, you know that Ostrovik also has a fairly active adventuring scene because of the large number of ruins located at the bottom of the lake.
Oh shit.
Oh boy.
There's the anti-Drider Club.
With their Drider sniffing dogs.
Yep, it's true.
Would I know this also?
About the Drider patrols?
No.
It's like nowadays how people are checking temperature, that they have the laser pointer temperature gun,
Yeah.
and they're just doing that to everybody, but it's like a Drider check,
Mhm,
but they have to check until they're like, oh my god, you're a Drider!
But it's it turns green if you have more than 2 legs.
Yeah.
They see her, walk right in front of her, but we always have someone else stand in front of the gun so they don't notice.
I could have sworn.
Nope, checks out. Never mind. Guess you're just weird looking. Sorry about that. Sorry you born with so many legs or whatever.
You're deformed.
I am deformed!
Oh god.
But no, would Vera know about the adventuring
Yes.
aspect? Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
What?
It just means I'm involved in some sort of backstory with
Nope,
you.
there is no backstory. Vera has 2 faces, one on the front, one on the back. It's both front stories.
Fuck
There's
you.
no backstory.
Nice.
Brilliant.
Alrighty, so the caravan that you guys travel with, this crazy collection of misfits and monsters, rolls into Ostvik. And that is where we will call it a night. Welcome to level 11.
Thank God!
Yay!
Thanks for listening. As always, special thanks to Protagonist for the theme music, and Emily Roll for Fantasy for this episode's soundtrack. Interested in following us on social media? Follow us on Twitter at CheckPleaseDND. Or want to support the podcast and be part of the Czech Republic? Go to our Patreon under Kenishra. Until next time!